No man forgets how menacing we are. We are lions.
You can overcome any adversary, no matter how bizarre their powers may seem.
Don't know when to give up, do you?
I can do this all day.
It ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward.
There can be only one.
Welcome, everybody. Of course, we have Boutique Battle Bash tonight. We are in the playoffs. We got Second Sight versus Umbrella, and this is to see who will be going against Arrow in the semifinals. So that's pretty exciting. So, KB, you ready for this?
I am. I finally got my voice back after almost 3 weeks, but I am just in time for the battle.
All right, Vin, how about you?
Yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be fun. I love Second Sight, and Umbrella's been putting out some good stuff. So I'm excited to see what the panel pulls and being the judge.
I know it's like stress-free when you're a judge. It's like
It is.
You know, it's
It's way more fun being a judge.
But I'm an open book tonight myself. I don't have any Umbrella titles. I only have one Second Sight title. So these panelists got to really convince me to get my vote tonight. But we'll see. We'll see what they present us with. But let's go ahead and bring out, of course, this amazing team. Let's see if I can even remember the teams. Let's bring out Umbrella team. Jody, I know you're always prepared, ready to go.
I'm ready to rock. I don't know about prepared, but I'm here.
And you've been on a few teams before, right?
Yeah, I was on, what was the last one we did that I lost? But I'm not going to do that here, I promise.
Hey, Vestron gave a good fight, though.
We did. We gave a really good fight. Really, really good fight.
All right, and then, of course, we got Frank the Tank in here. What's up, Frank?
What's going on, guys? What's going on, judges?
Oh, I'm doing good, man. How about you?
Doing good. I'm kid free right now. So,
You're doing awesome.
That's what I love the enthusiasm out of everybody.
Oh, dude, yeah. I'm a father of 3 kids, very active kids, so I'm always moving.
Speaking of someone who's always moving, we got Jordan. What's up, Jordan?
What's up, guys? What's up? What's up, judges? Dude, I gotta say, that intro gets me so hyped every time.
Right?
Oh,
I know. I'm like, I just hit it right the first time and kept using it ever since.
dude, it's great.
All right, let's see. The other team looks to be very hyped right here. Of course, we got Jake. How we doing out there?
Oh, so hyped.
So hyped. So
Easter weekend was a lot. But yeah, I'm ready to go, man. I'm always willing to talk some physical media, that's for sure.
And then, of course, you got to have Nate. What's up, Nate?
What's up? The sixth man of the year is here. The super sub. I have been a substitute on like 5 teams, and sometimes they win, and sometimes they don't. But I'm gonna try I was on the other team last time. I was on Umbrella in the first round. So there you go. Now I'm on the other side.
But you know what? This might be the best strategy, Nate. You might make it to the finals by doing that.
Just by bouncing to every single team.
I feel good about it.
I do too.
I feel less good about it now.
He might still be playing for the other team.
On the plus side, I helped them get here, and now they don't have me. So it's all I'm saying. I mean, I did tag Jody in one of those rounds.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I think I'm
Second Sight, baby. Second Sight.
Nate, you're like the Paul Heyman.
That's me. I just who's in the lead? Sign me up.
Damn right.
All right, and because one Nate is not enough, we needed 2 Nates. Nate Jones, how we doing?
Good, guys. How are you guys?
Doing good.
Hello.
We're talking wrestling with all this WrestleMania talk. Now I'm just like it's in my mind.
I'm missing the Raw after WrestleMania for this, Mike.
Yeah.
Hey, we'll treat this as a high-profile wrestling match because this is serious. We are in the playoffs here. We got to see what team will make it to the semifinals. So hope everybody is ready, got their titles ready to go. Of course, a reminder to the audience, if you love these boutiques, bash that like and subscribe. That shows you want more of these boutique battles in the future. If you'd like a Common Red Live shower our umbrella with some super chats, of course. And then if you'd like to help choose a future topic, cite us with some memberships. Why not? All right, so let's get ready. Let's get into this because I know you guys are ready to go. So our first round is going to be packaging. So everything about the outside of the box, what makes you want to pick it up. So the movie doesn't matter here. The disc doesn't matter. Just does the box look pretty and makes you want to buy it no matter what. 1 point for this round. So first round packaging, we will start with Jordan. What do you got, Jordan?
All right. So I'm going to go with this one came out not too long ago. And you guys already saw it. Whoops. There it is.
Right.
Spoiler.
There it is.
The Full Moon Fright box set that just came out. Dude, this thing, man. So there's the side right there.
I need it.
And the back. And what I love about this is it's just a nice thick box set. And it's got that premium feel. You have Charles Band right there. And I know it's still kind of the outside the box. These all just coincide perfectly together, color coordinated and everything. And then what's really nice is if you look on the back, it's got a nice write-up description of what you're about to dig into with all the Full Moon goodness right here. And it just continues to get better because now we have a volume 2 coming out that'll pair perfectly with this. And it's a brick too, so it looks great on the shelf.
Used also as a weapon.
Yeah, or as a weapon, exactly. This one will send you. It'll send you to the moon.
That's right. I like that. That was good. That was a good closer.
That's right. That was for you, Jody.
I appreciate that.
All right, Umbrella team, anything to say in support of that choice?
I need that box. That's the only thing I got to say is I still need that box. And I definitely need it before the next one because when the next one comes out, that one's going to sell out for sure.
Oh,
so
it's got
I need that
Puppet
box.
Master, baby.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
Oh, yeah.
I love the simplicity. I love the retro look. I love the
Yes.
colors. I love the whole thing.
It makes you think of, it's reminiscing of going back to Blockbuster back in the day.
Yeah.
When simpler times, right?
Yeah.
You could reminisce, spending a Friday night, spending hours there trying to pick out the perfect movie. Get a couple of microwavable popcorns on your way out while you have some of these movies like Demonic Toys or
Overpriced
Doll Man.
popcorn. Yeah.
Take me back, Jordan. Take me back.
There you go.
All right. Other side, second side, anything to say about that pool?
You could almost say that Arrow Video did a little bit better with Enter the Video Store as
I don't
a
know why we're bringing up
concept.
Arrow. They're not even here tonight. I don't know why we're
I'm
going to
just
bring up
saying,
Arrow.
and if
That's,
Full Moon is going to have
Hey.
a volume 2, it's going to look too samey to me.
I mean,
Hey, I'm just saying, Arrows clearly didn't sell enough because they haven't even announced a volume 2 to theirs. And this already sold out. Sorry, Jody, I had to break it to you.
damn it. I didn't realize
This
that.
already sold out, and you were just able to get some the other day of Into the Video Store from Arrow Video.
I think
That's
the first
positive
Enter
that
the
you can
first
get
Enter the Video
physical.
Store sold out, and then they had to make a condensed version because it sold so well, and it's still selling well. With that
Well,
one,
they have a condensed version of this too. Don't knock it because that's
Do
what
they?
Umbrella does.
do they?
I
I
believe
don't
so.
think they do. I don't think they do.
Oh, well, other ones they do. But I'm just saying they did still have those bigger, nice limited ones in stock because I just got it last week from Diabolic.
So I hate to pull this card out this early in the game, but I have been working with Umbrella for like 3.5 years. I love Umbrella, but I know a lot of their dark and dirty like underbelly secrets. Once their box sets sell out, they sell out. They don't really repress a lot of stuff, and it sold so well for them that they're making a volume 2, but you'll never be able to get that volume 1 again, unfortunately.
Well, they brought back them. They brought back Stigmata. They brought back Monkey Shines,
Masters.
Masters of the Universe.
Do they renumber them?
Yeah, actually,
They're
they do
numbered.
that.
Yeah.
They're all numbered.
Yeah. Jordan and I talked about that.
Interesting,
Insider trading.
I guess.
Exactly. So is everything really out of print?
If you don't have that first 1,000, why are you even doing it?
All right, Jordan, I got a question for you. Let's see the box again real quick.
Oh, yes.
Let's see it real quick. Just turn it around. Let's see it.
And look at that nice spot glossing on there. There you go. You got the full moon right there. And a nice little description right up of it. Tales from the Video Zone. It's beautiful. Beautiful release. There's
Now, I
all
have
your
a
movies right
question.
there.
So those are all different colors right there.
Mm-hmm.
Is that for like a certain reason? Like, why is that one green? Why is that orange? Why is that red?
Because they look cool.
There's no
Because
reason.
they look great.
There's no rhyme or reason.
Nope.
They don't need one because it's that good.
All right. That's what I needed to know. All right, Jake, what do we got?
I'm Steelbook obsessed. I had to pull out a Steelbook sometime in this battle. So the one that I'm pulling, I have a handful of Second Sight Steelbooks. The one that I like the most, the movie that is my favorite zombie movie of all time, is The Return of the Living Dead. Love this thing with a passion. It brings the original poster artwork from the UK onto the Steelbook. On the back here, you get a ton of different descriptors of what's inside. But unlike the full moon box, you also get some great original artwork instead of just a full moon with a bunch of text. The bunch of stuff on here, 5 hours of special features. This sucker is stacked, but also on the inside, you get a booklet. You get that nice disc artwork that's from the front cover. And then on the inside, you get a lot of amazing. Ooh, I got to cover this. Good thing I looked. There's some major boobage right here that I need to put a finger over. But just some amazing artwork front and back here. For my favorite movie, it's just great to have.
Can I say something? I think we're overstepping here because this was just the outer, not all the contents inside. Because if that's what we're playing, then I got more to show you.
I think it's just packaging.
Package.
I want to see more then. Jordan, what do you got? Let's see.
And
more.
you know what?
Hey, it's too late.
be
I
fair-
feel as a judge, it's too late.
No,
You didn't
no,
know how
hey,
shady
hey,
slip covers are,
he has spoken.
that was your choice not to show the interior. It's over.
Close your eyes.
Oh,
man.
see, look at that. So each of these very unique slip covers, all original artwork, and they're all horizontal sideways.
Landscape printing. That's nice.
And each has some little bit of write up of each movie. There you go. Here's Doll Man versus Demonic Toys. And what's really cool is, and I've heard some complaints. Some people don't like the lobby cards. They kind of just sit there. Well, with these, you actually get little standees for each one. So if you look right here, you can open them up and just display them like that. So not only are you getting the amazing box to display, but you're also getting standees for each movie to display.
Yeah, but Jake's had major boobage in it.
That I had to
Hey, now. Hey,
You're not
now.
ready for that. You're
That's
never
a bonus
ready
on
for that.
any package.
Hey,
let me
now.
tell you.
Hey,
Do you really
hey.
want to display anything for Doll Man? I don't think you do. You can make a standee all you want, but who wants to display that?
I'll give you a little sneak preview. I got some boobage on mine, so get ready. All
But
right.
is it major?
There's enough to go around. Just wait. Just wait.
Oh, it's major.
Just you wait.
I can't wait to show you and get this whole show shut down.
All right. On that note, I think we're ready to vote, judges. We got an answer. All right. KB, Vin, on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3, reveal. Ooh, Umbrella by 2.
I love that box set too, Jordan. That's great.
Hey,
Vin?
that steelbook is pretty sweet. I will
You
say.
went with Second Sight?
I'll battle you until the round's over, and then I'll just gush up both.
I'm being a real stickler here because Jordan didn't display that stuff when he had his time to talk about it, so I had to go with Jake.
Hey, I'm just saying
Hey,
is
we're all
the-
learning a
the-
lesson right now.
The rules said the box that the inside was not in the that's in the box. That's this. That's
Also,
the
I
features.
don't love the fact that you pulled a box set when there is a box set round later.
It's
Hey,
okay.
just
he can
you-
have the
just
1
you
point,
wait.
Vin. He can have the 1 point for that box set.
Hey, that's okay. That's okay. There's still more. There's still more rounds.
And then KB, you went with Umbrella.
I just really enjoyed the packaging, so I just went with that aspect, whether he saw and showed the inside or not. So
Yeah, it was a tough choice. So there was
think
just
it's
too
gonna
much
be like that all
extra goodies,
night.
though. Yeah, there was just too much
There,
extra
so you guys
goodies
can
in
look at
Umbrella,
that
though.
later.
If I would have showed the boobs, we would have got the points. I'll remember.
Yeah,
that.
probably.
I'll remember that.
Probably.
Yeah.
All right, so 1 point to Umbrella. All right, Nate.
All right. Okay, I'm gonna try my best here. I'm gonna let y'all know now. I only have a handful of these, but for packaging, the one that I'm gonna go with is one movie in a big fat box, and I'm gonna go with It Follows. It Follows. There. I mean, beautiful. It's dark. You know, it's a horror movie, so that works. On the back, get the little car. Very important scene if you've seen the movie. Now I took everything out of here. That way I don't have to like fuss with it while I'm trying to show you guys. So on top of that, then you have where you actually have your disc, which opens out, and there it is again, that scene, but more, proper, so you could see the whole thing. Discs have disc art. I know a lot of people are big on their disc art. So there you go. You got a couple of things there. And then of course we got some of those little cards, right? Everybody loves cards. I mean, packaging that comes with art and cards and things like that. I just kind of love the front cover, to be honest with you. Like, I just think it looks fantastic. If I had never seen this movie, it's like mysterious enough where I don't really know what it's about. But it kind of draws me in. Like, it's a striking picture. I mean, Micah Monroe, beautiful actress. So, I like it, and I like this. It's sturdy and it's really solid when everything's in there. It feels really good and hefty, and so that's my choice. It is going to be It Follows.
It Follows is solid. That's for dang sure.
All right. Anybody got anything to say about that? It Follows.
I'm a fan of packaging when it doesn't give any plot stuff away. Because if I blind buy something for the first time, I want to make sure that nothing's spoiled for me, and I don't think that does that at all. It's a very nice, sleek looking release.
Right, like you got the car, which is a scene in the movie, but you have no context. You have no point of reference, so it doesn't ruin anything. And then if you do watch and you say, "Oh, that's that car that was on the box. Oh, I see why this was on there." It's kind of a crucial moment, but without spoiling it. So yeah, I agree. I hate when they do like show full on shots from the film. That's like, well, I know this guy's gonna shoot somebody later, or or whatever the case may be.
On the disc, you have Micah Monroe just in a chair. You have no idea why. That happens in the first 10 minutes, so it doesn't give too much away there, too. And just like, what's going on here?
Exactly. It's classic.
All right. Umbrella, anything to say about It Follows?
I enjoy the movie, but I mean,
it's kind of
for me, that was one of their releases that I felt like package wise was kind of lackluster. I love artwork. I love artwork, and like the front cover is beautiful. I love all that, but the back was just kind of like a
subtle.
For me.
Subtle.
It's subtle, okay, but there's a fine line between subtle and lazy. I'm just gonna say it.
Subtle.
You showed the inside. You showed the inside, which was nice. It is nice.
That's true.
However, I don't know why they would choose to use digipacks that damage so easily. It's just the corners get bent. I saw yours alone was already bent and kind of damaged on the side. You don't get that with, actual cases.
I'm all thumbs, I was jamming that thing in there. That was my fault. That wasn't your fault. That was my fault. That was all me. That's why I don't buy steelbooks anymore, because don't get one of those things around me.
Nate is a brute. Don't blame him for any of his damaged packaging, okay?
That's why he needs Umbrella. You can throw it like a weapon.
That's true.
Come on now.
All right, Frank. How are you going to follow that?
Speaking of weapons,
uh-oh.
This release was flipping amazing. This was Umbrella Entertainment's first 4K, and I think they blew this out of the water, guys. And this is an underrated creature feature movie, and that is
bless you,
Razorback, baby.
Yeah.
This
there it is.
design is flipping amazing. Just beautiful artwork all right there. I mean, that is freaking gorgeous. The little, oh my God, guys. Speaking of beautiful,
whip it out.
Can we, guys, look how colorful and beautiful that is. Just look at that. He's going to get your ass. That's what that means right there. Look at that, the shiny little weapon. And then look at the back, guys. It's like a, you can put this in a art museum. Look how beautiful that is. and with the fancy packaging with the disc. You know, there's that one. I have the 4K disc out in my other room, so my bad. But also, this limited collector's edition release came with the novel, which is 381 pages. It comes with behind the scenes and experiences and art from the film as well. Like, look at this art design, guys. Gorgeous. Look at that thick boy. Thick. All caps.
Man, I watch
Bam.
movies so I don't have to read those things.
Look at that. Thick with two
Look at that.
C's.
It's okay. It has pictures.
Look, it's so thick,
can't
my
read
damn
this,
camera
too
can't
many
even
words.
focus on it. Look at that. Bam. Then, of course, it comes with them fancy Pokemon cards. Guys, look at this. Man, there's all these damn art cards. There's a whole bunch of them. So, bam. All these damn art cards. Beautiful release. And they only made 700 of these, guys. So, it was pretty exclusive. But they blew that this specific release. It's an Australian horror creature feature film, and they just knocked it out of the park with this beautiful release. And if you got like the upper edition, it came with like a fancy shirt and stuff, because that's what Umbrella does. They do a little extra packages, a little packaging on that. But yeah, guys, that is my round one package.
All right.
Nice.
So we
Very
got
nice. Very nice.
Razorback
Very
from
nice.
Umbrella versus It Follows from Second Sight. Judges, we getting an answer?
One thing I have to say about the Umbrella package before we go on. That sucker is thick with 4 C's. On your shelf, it takes up way too much space. Like, I don't know who needs a
No
300
way.
page
That sounds like a personal problem, though, man. Come on now.
Yeah.
Razorback.
It comes with a dictionary. That's like insane.
Yeah,
That's
it's-
important. You
just
need to
big.
have that much
You
respect.
got to
enough-
educate
Yeah.
yourself, man. Come
Just
on.
put it on a
like-
special
Look at that.
feature in the
Yeah,
top and
yeah,
tell
yeah.
me. I don't want 300
No,
pages.
no, no,
Look,
no, no.
Look
I
how
make it
tiny
worse.
the
I make
wording
it
is on the
worse.
spine too. You can barely read it.
I make it worse. I turn
It's
it where
fine.
artwork is out. No, it's taking up
There-
even more room.
There
What are
you
doing
go,
now?
right?
I'm about to
Exactly.
cry. It's so
show
beautiful.
that side again, Frank.
You mean that's it?
What does that say?
That's
Look at that. Isn't it gorgeous?
I can't
Razorback.
read that.
Hey,
Could've
hey,
made that
Jake
big.
There you
Pumbaa's
go.
about to
Zoom in
come
real
get you.
close. You gotta zoom in real close.
All right, judges. I don't think
Hey
that
Frank, can you
made
show
any
us
of
the
our
disc
opinions
again?
there.
Show us the disc again before we vote.
The 4K? Oh, the
You
4K
could say
disc is
having
on
the
the other
title-
side.
You
Or
could
in the
say
room.
having
I
the
did
title.
not bring the 4K disc. Because it's
And
in
that's
the
okay.
it's in the other
That
room.
means he's
So-
enjoying it. It's fine.
Okay.
That's big
Thanks.
problem.
All right,
Problem.
judges. 1, 2, 3, reveal.
All right, there it is.
All
There it is,
Umbrella.
There it is. There it is.
Isn't that beautiful? Look at
No
that.
competition there.
Uphill battle on that one.
Oh, KB, you're muted.
Obviously.
I said they already won the round without me showing, but yeah, unanimous.
But that was a
It
great.
does
box
take up
set.
a lot of room, though.
Mm-hmm.
It does.
But that was a great looking box set. Razorback. Never really heard of that movie, but that box
It's pretty damn
makes
good.
me want to
man.
watch the movie. I bet the movie's probably not that great, but the box makes me want to give it a try anyway, and that's important with packaging.
So Frank, that collector's edition that came with the shirt, it also came with like a toy Razorback.
I know,
Mhm.
man.
Yeah.
I forgot
yeah.
to mention that too. The little figure. Oh, dude.
You got,
it's
got
so
you got a little
tight.
Pumbaa?
And that It Follows choice, that packaging made me not want to see that movie.
Oh,
Yeah,
dang.
you know,
It didn't have much on there. I wanted a little
Yeah,
bit
but
more.
it's just,
I'm
you
gonna
don't, that's the
disagree
kind
there.
of movie that you don't have to be too busy. You don't want to
know.
put too much. It's
I
not
Need
that
a
kind
little
of
bit
movie.
more.
I
Just
pulled
a
it
little
out
bit.
Going
because
to show an invisible force. You can't
Exactly.
do
It's
I
invisible.
think this is this is one of my favorite physical media releases. Quite frankly, I really quite
Same.
enjoy the packaging here and the darkness of it and all the black that you get, with just the car being very on the back very
Looks like it's
heavy
under a
street.
street light. You can't see that.
I will say the packaging on that is really nice because it's very, it doesn't give you much, kind of unknown, just like
Mhm.
in the movie we don't know what's after her. It's unknown.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
the reason I went Umbrella is because of the Digipack inside of that box set. I like that the fact that Umbrella gives you an original slip inside of the box set, and I also don't mind that thick boy, Jake. I don't mind that thick boy on the shelf. So
I'm starting to run out of room.
money.
I'm starting to run out of room. That thick guy is like, oh my god.
That's when you buy a new house,
Time
Jake.
ago. Yeah, that's exactly what I did. So I mean,
All right, Jody, you're up.
oh yeah, I promised y'all boobs, but I didn't say what kind. All right, I just recently got this. I was super excited to get it. It's limited to 500. I don't think you guys are ready for this because nobody does a slip like this. This is for Sasquatch Sunset, and that's right, it's hairy. It is a hairy box all the way around. It even sheds a little. I'm gonna keep that. Look at that. It even sheds a little. It goes all the way around. It's like embroidered on the cover and the spine, and inside you get an amazing slip.
It's very
cover.
European.
Thank you. Get this amazing slipcover with spot gloss on the images on the front and the back. Look at that. Look at that. And in this movie, you get to see the world of Sasquatch. And that includes, get ready, I'm going to make it fast so we don't get flagged. There they are. Okay. And we're going to move right past it. But in this booklet, you get some script notes, but you also get really cool behind the scene photos, which I really enjoy. I also get storyboards and like makeup photos of how they created said Sasquatch. If y'all never seen this movie, it is wild. It is wild. You get a 2-sided poster. We'll pull that out, and you get art cards. I'm sure there's more boobies in here for everybody. I'm just not going to go through them just in case. All right. But I'm sorry, you can't beat for packaging. This is hairy. I don't know what else to say. It's about a Sasquatch, and it's as hairy as a Sasquatch. So you're welcome. Here you go.
So Jody, you just said you got that recently, correct?
Yes, I did.
I've had mine since it came out.
Oh, it came out a while ago.
The shedding that you're getting happens all the time. I love the concept for this.
Put it in a slip cover.
Big. This is big. If this thing creates problems.
If you want to zoom in on me, Mike, I will show you.
Let's see.
Start seeing like how much it's actually gone away. Like the cardboard is starting to poke out here.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
not good at all. Drives me crazy. Love the
So-
idea of this,
Hey,
but in
so
2
you're
years,
saying-
this won't even be furry anymore.
You
Well,
saying
Jake, how much
shed-
are you handling?
Sounds like you need to be a little more, gentler
Sounds like
with your
it-
stuff
sounds
there.
like it
Jake.
sheds
My
like a
goodness.
real
You gotta caress
Sasquatch.
it.
I make
gotta-
content, and I have pulled this thing out 3 times, and it already
You got to
has
treat
that
it with
much fur.
respect.
How many? How
Come
many
on
Slip
now.
cover.
How many
You gotta get a
copies
slip
was that
cover.
limited to?
500.
Thank God, because
So it's
I
something
just
you-
this is unrelated,
Hell.
but that is one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my
Oh,
life.
come on. It's
I
hilarious.
absolutely hated it.
It's
I
hilarious.
just want to throw
It's
it's
out
not
there.
relevant to the argument,
is.
but
Yeah.
it is a
I
terrible
like
film.
the phrase out there. That's good.
I
The
nearly
Hey,
turned
first
it off.
30 minutes, or I almost turned it off.
Yeah,
You
it
tell
was-
me though, what other company out there is putting out a hairy box set? Come
Nobody.
on.
But it's
Nobody.
balding. It's
Exactly.
balding. It's gonna bald in a couple of years. It's like
So
a-
does
It
Sasquatches.
seems
What
like
exactly?
it depends on how you
Come
treat
on.
it.
It's like a
Joe's
real life-
treating with care. He's treating his hairy box with care, and Jake is rougher.
That's right.
He's never
That's
gonna be
right.
able to take it out
Treat
because as
your-
soon as he does,
Need to
it's gonna start
respect it.
falling off.
Treat your hairy box with care. If that's not the slogan for this entire show tonight, I don't know what is.
I did
Jake,
not
you're
bring my
moving
hairy
stuff
box,
over.
Vin. Okay, it just happened.
Sounds like you're rubbing it too hard.
All right, Nate Jones. I don't know how you're gonna follow that. But
I don't know how to follow that.
Pull
Getting
out
away
something
from
real
hairiness.
smooth, Nate.
I'm gonna go for a disc that is kind of the opposite of It Follows in terms of packaging, in terms of it shows you kind of everything, and that is Revenge. This is just a gorgeous, this is one of the few second sight releases that actually has like a sheen to it. Like you can actually kind of see that with it. But it actually has like the story of this, this kind of spit on your grave type of story about this woman getting revenge. It's beautiful in where there's like that I spit on your grave kind of picture right there. But then there's obviously this glorious sheen right here, just of the Australian desert is when I think this is where this is set out. And this actually comes with the Blu-ray itself. It has a poster actually with it, which a lot of things I prefer posters over art cards personally, even though probably less space. But and then it has a glean of a booklet that has the things that are going on in this movie, which is quite gory. But at the same time, this is like just a high quality like booklet. And then also just in general, like I like, kind of going back with talking about It Follows. I really do enjoy kind of the minimalistic approach that Second Sight does. I think really we're here for the movie. I know obviously this is about packaging, which is why I chose this butte right here. I love this pink and blue kind of combination here, but I think images, or at least an image, can speak volumes for what a movie could potentially be. So I think this movie sells that pretty well. So
1000% agree. And I love that Second Sight Blu-rays just have the case. I wish the 4Ks had the case instead of the DigiCase, if I'm being 1000% honest, because to me, that's the best of both worlds, having the Blu-ray case inside of those gorgeous boxes.
Yeah, you get both right there.
And again, irrelevant to the round, but that movie's amazing.
It is.
I love that movie.
From the director of The Substance. If anybody has seen that
likes
that movie.
Great. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But irrelevant. It's not about the packaging.
Well, what would make it better is if it had a slip cover over the case. I'm just saying that's more chance for more artwork for this round.
Or if it was
this is
Harry.
enough.
Or if it was
Maybe we could put a
Harry.
box in another box in another box in a slip cover, and we
That's
have to-
Harry.
and put it in a vault. and
That's
have
Harry.
20 minutes to get the movie out. Yeah, and put hair on it.
I think we're asking the judges if they prefer hair or smoothness.
That's not,
What route would
not
you
what I'm
wanna
asking.
go?
Not what I'm asking. Because
That's what I'm asking.
I mean, let's see how freaky these judges are. Let's go, guys. Let's see it.
All right, so Second Sight Revenge versus Umbrella's Sasquatch, whatever
Sunset.
it was called.
Sasquatch. No, not whatever. You pay attention to me.
Whatever you knew it was called, you
Judges.
called it by its name right there.
1, 2, 3, reveal. Ooh.
Oh.
2 for Second Sight.
I'm a
Take mine.
70s kid.
Take
That's
mine.
all
So
I
there it
gotta
is.
say.
There he is.
There we
There he is
go.
right there.
There we go, KB.
Furry walls, KB. Pet the furry walls.
Baby loves the hair.
Woo!
But yeah, Jody, that box set's great. I love it. It's so unique. I think the only other box that was ever made for this is like How the Grinch Stole Christmas back in like 2000, 2001.
Oh, yeah.
The fur coming off drives me crazy though. I've literally only like took it in and out of its shell 3 times, and it's shed a lot. So just fair warning, Jody.
I like
I
that.
think
packaging.
I've got a slip cover that I'm just going to slide it into.
Sure,
So
that's smart.
I like that packaging about a million times better than the movie itself. That is,
Oh,
it does
come
look.
on.
It's probably tricking people into buying it, and then they get it, and they're like, "What the heck
Definitely.
can I buy?" Mike, you would love it. You would love that movie.
You think so?
No, you would not. I was just kidding.
I think you would. I think you
Multiple
would.
scat sequences, Mike.
Oh gosh.
I think
Yeah,
you
that
enjoyed this.
packaging just didn't sell me on the movie. After seeing that packaging, I'm like, I don't need to see that movie.
Let me
But
pull back out
Revenge,
the Sasquatch boobs again. Hang on. a second.
Revenge makes me want to see that movie. So
You didn't show him, Jody. I didn't show him either. and I lost.
I mean,
nope.
I don't know how particular YouTube is on
We didn't go
Sasquatch.
full boob. No,
So
Full boob.
we didn't go full boob.
we didn't go full boob.
all right, so
Jake,
after
when you said that thing shed, that was the catalyst for me because it's very unique and very cool, which gives it points. But at the same time, to put it on the shelf, this one like random thing that's hairy and nothing else is hairy and it sheds. It's like,
I had to run to my collection to grab it just to show it.
Speaking of hair,
The dog
It's
probably
like-
thinks
it's
it's
a
his friend.
manifestation of the release.
He didn't like that I was petting the case, so he wanted me to pet it.
He's jealous.
Yeah.
That's how realistic it is, guys.
That's right.
all right, so
Real
after the first round, we got 2-1 in Umbrella's favor. So second round, 2 points now. All about the disc. So you can talk about the quality of the transfer, the audio track, the special features that are included. And also for me personally, I want some good movies pulled right now. Don't give me garbage movies. Okay, Umbrella, I'm looking at you.
What the
All
hell?
right, make sure you bring good quality movies on this one.
What?
Umbrella has some good stuff.
Well, we're gonna find out.
Thank you, Vin.
They definitely do.
Man.
All right, Jake, go ahead, start this one off.
Are we swapping things around?
Oh yeah, you're right. Absolutely. Let's see. There we go. I think that swapped it. All right, so Nate.
Oh, I go first.
Yeah.
Okay, so for this one, I'm going to go with a movie. Now I'm looking at this, and I probably should have picked it for packaging, but that's okay. I'll save it for this round.
Don't
I
say
feel like-
that.
Well,
No,
the
because I
packaging
feel
doesn't matter here. so-
Yeah, it doesn't matter, but I feel like this has better packaging than the last movie, but is also I like this movie better. I like the disc better. I'm gonna go with The Guest. This is, if you've not seen this movie, okay. First of all, it is like maybe one of the best John Carpenter movies that he didn't make, like one of the best modern John Carpenter. Even the font at the beginning of the movie, it feels like an 80s sort of action thriller that John Carpenter would have made. It's a little quirky, it's a little weird at times, but in a good way, not in a terrible way. It looks amazing. The 4K has Dolby Vision, has the HDR10. You know, you want both. If you have the TV capable for it, it has it. Also, good special features. It has the old commentary that you get on the regular, like a regular release, but they did a new commentary just for this release as well, writer and director. There's like behind the scenes with the cast, like interviews. Interviews. Dan Stevens, another Mike and Monroe movie here. And I mean, it looks and sounds great, which I think is the most important thing you want with a disc.
Mhm.
Also, 3-disc set, so you have 4K Blu-ray and a CD. Now, this has a great score. So actually, the audio on it is very good, and the music sounds amazing.
Yep.
I just think it is one of the best discs that I haven't even like seen all the second sides. Again, I only have 5, but like of the ones that I have, I think it's the best one. It's my favorite one. So yeah, I'm gonna go with The Guest for this one. Awesome movie too. Like still after whatever 10 years, 11, kind of underrated still. So definitely check it out if you haven't seen it.
I don't give out a lot of 5 out of 5s on Letterboxd, but The Guest got one. That surprised the heck out of me. One of the main reasons why I love collecting physical media, especially when I've never seen the movie before, is when you pull it off the shelf, blind buy aspect. That movie blew me away. The transfer is amazing. And then you have so many hours of special features to dig into afterwards. It's pretty much John Carpenter mixed with the Terminator, and I love it. I love that movie so much.
I described it as if John Carpenter made like if Captain America went bad and then John Carpenter directed. That's kind of like how it is, you know. Yeah, it's great. It's great. I know all you guys have seen it, but for anyone that's watching that hasn't seen it, check it out.
Highly recommend.
All right, Frank.
Speaking of, guys, highly recommend. If you want a robotic cyborg movie, kind of like Short Circuit that goes bad, y'all need to see Hardwire. So this release by Umbrella Entertainment is unreal, guys. It's in 4K. But what makes this truly like an amazing package, and why I specifically wanted this to be on round number 2, because we're focusing on just like special features and all that type of stuff. This specific release by Umbrella Entertainment comes out for the first time with a fully uncut and uncensored version of the film, and it comes with again, just like it comes with, of course, it comes with a hardback book with just behind the scenes stuff. It also comes with like an script of like the new of a unreleased Hardwire 2. It comes with that. It also comes with an interview, and almost an hour-long interview with the director. There's like 4 new special features in this release, and then the archivals that they bring along, there's like 2 short films that, and then there's like a documentary. Like there's hours and hours of special features in this film, and this is just a fun, like weird cyborg film, man. Like it really is. And it's, you know, for my all people, like horror people, the guy, this got some pretty damn cool kills in this movie. Some memorable kills, man. So not only is the movie fun, but this release is just very, very good. And like I said, the special features that they added on specifically to this release is pretty badass, guys. So that is my round number 2.
All right, so Frank, what was your number 1 special feature you would recommend checking out on that one?
My number 1 for the special feature. So the first one is with the director. That's about 50 minutes long, and he just goes all in detail about the film. But there's also, like I said, there's 2 short films that I highly recommend, and they're about 30 minutes, one's 40 minutes long. And it's all on the Blu-ray, but I highly like recommend it because it all kind of goes along with the theme of the film, of like a cyborg post-apocalyptic like type of film. So, and it's got his short. It's like it's got his first short film on here as well. So,
and Nate, what was your best special feature?
I would say, well, it depends on what you like, honestly. If you're like, I mean, the fact that it has 2 commentary tracks, I would go with that. Like, I know people like commentary tracks, and it's the writer, Adam Wingard is the director, Simon Barrett the writer, and they both did both. So they have the original one and then a new one. So if you've heard the original and maybe you're upgrading this from Blu-ray, I would say just listen to the new one because it would be a new experience for you. Everything else is good. You know, it's a lot. It's interviews behind the scenes. But I would say the new commentary track, not that the old one's bad, but I mean, people might have heard it already.
All right.
But it looks amazing. It's a great disc.
And Frank, yours is in 4K as well, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Not Dolby Vision though.
No Dolby.
Sometimes Dolby Vision isn't always the best, guys.
Well, what about the audio track? Dolby Atmos?
Nope. It is in a powerful DTS Master 5.1 and 2.0.
That's always disappointing when you see a 4K release and it has a 5.
Hey, but look, this is history coming back, is what it is. So you have to consider that too. Something that hasn't been out in how many years? Freshly restored for a new audience.
Yeah, specifically uncut and uncensored, guys.
But not 1,000% fully restored. If you're going to restore some history, give it to me in the best way you possibly can. 5.1, no Dolby Atmos or Vision. That's kind of unfortunate.
It's beautiful, guys.
But think of it. How many people actually have the ability to do a true Dolby Atmos?
Second sight all the time.
No, okay.
All right, judges, we got an answer. Ready? 1, 2, 3, reveal. All right.
It's a good movie.
The movie has nothing to do with it.
Yes,
Yeah,
Mike said pick some good movies.
This round did it not. This round was supposed to be about the movie and the transfer and the whole deal.
Yep.
And
We said
Frank
focus
didn't
on the
give me
disc.
anything about that film. I have no idea what it's even about. I've seen the guest, but I needed something from you to tell me that it was actually a good film, and you gave me nothing.
Yeah, for me, when you kind of derived off the disc and started talking about the packaging, it kind of shows kind of dove a little weakness into the disc itself.
Yeah, I wanted more for the movie too. I mean, I'm guessing it's like a robot slasher movie, but that's all I know.
It's terrible.
No, man, it's good.
And then when we found out no Dolby Atmos, no Dolby Vision, it's just
Oh my god.
yeah.
And I don't even love the guest. I think the guest is like mid tier. I think the guest is like. I think the guest is okay.
I'm with you,
You
Ben.
had a window, but you did nothing with that window.
Yeah, when you guys were saying it was John Carpenter 5-star, I'm
I
like,
really do.
okay, Umbrella.
I love the
can
guest.
go.
The guest is so damn good. Are you?
Round is over. I love the guest.
I'm like,
That's
3
probably
for
the
me.
best comparison I could think of. I mean, if he were to make a movie in 2014 or whatever, it would probably be like that. But you know, hey, subjective, right? Subjective.
That's film.
All right, let's go.
But hardware is pretty good, 46% on the old RT. So I mean, definitely check out hardware when you get a chance.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, 46 is
Fuck
high.
yeah.
Definitely gonna check it out.
Yeah, let's judge our movie watching off of Rotten Tomatoes. See how far that gets you guys.
No, well, you're right. Audience score too. That's important. 53, also high. So maybe make sure you check that out. People love it. Regular
That's
people
high
love
too.
it too.
53. Hey, sign me up. 53.
All right, Jordan, you're up.
All right. Well, I'm going to go with a classic here. And this goes all the way from back in 1960. And we have got Eyes Without a Face. Now, this is a French film. And yes, I know some people, it's stepping out of their comfort zone with a French film. Well, I will say something that will intrigue a lot of people with this is this character right here. It's a young girl who gets injured in a car accident and her face gets mangled. Her father is a doctor who spends the rest of his life to try and basically reconstruct her face. And what he does is he will drug other women, younger, and he will cut their face off to then apply it onto his daughter's face to make her beautiful again. During that time, she has to wear this very blank white mask that looks like this. See if I can pull it out for you right here. So that's what she wears. Okay. What is also very intriguing about this, and Nate talked about John Carpenter, is this look of this was the inspiration for Michael Myers. John Carpenter used for Halloween. He took inspiration from this movie right here. This movie is arguably one of the biggest influences for modern horror. Even as far as movies like Face Off. You guys like Face Off? They got inspiration from this movie right here. The idea of taking the face off of someone onto another person. And this movie, even being back in 1960, didn't hold back. They show everything going on. And this shocked a lot of audiences when this first came out. Also, you were getting a brand new audio commentary. You're also getting a brand new visual essay. You're getting a 1949 documentary in this thing. You're getting a 2014 interview called For Her Eyes Only. You're also getting another featurette. You're getting trailers. This is a 4K. It's black and white and Dolby Vision. So, you know, black and white and Dolby Vision, those inky blacks on black and white films, it looks beautiful. Now, this isn't a Dolby Atmos. I will say that, but you have to consider this is a 1960 film that's black and white. So the idea is to transport you back into that time and experience what people would have seen, at least heard at the time when first seeing this movie. It's called Eyes Without a Face.
Dan,
Right there.
Jordan, you just put
And
us
there's
on.
the back.
Dude, Nathan, you better come with it. That was a nice sell.
Well, that's actually a great criterion as well. So that I have. That's not as cool packaging, but that's a great movie. Honestly, everyone should definitely see that movie because it's a classic, like you said. So speaking of completely changing somebody's face, let's talk about Charlize Theron, shall we? Let's talk about Monster. Let's talk about somebody who looks completely unrecognizable in this role for Patty Jenkins' debut film, which has this amazing, terrifying movie. I remember vividly going to Walmart and looking at this atrocious looking, almost trailer park type of DVD on the shelf when this came out and being like, this, I do not want to watch this at all. Obviously I was a kid at the time when this came out. This came out in the early 2000s. So I was, a teenager, not really loving stuff like this, but regardless, Second Sight put this on the map again. And this is something that, hasn't seen a proper release since like the early days of Blu-ray. So this is like actually a huge upgrade. First of all, because speaking of obviously we have the packaging, but we're talking about the disc itself. So there is actually an upgrade of a dual layer. It's still 1080p. So it's not terribly too much of an upgrade because this was shot kind of digitally. But at the same time, there is a lot of special features on here with Patty Jenkins. Patty Jenkins, if anyone doesn't know, Wonder Woman for pretty much the best thing that she's probably done. One of the best things. But the other thing in here is there is a new interview that's about like an hour long with Patty Jenkins. There's also just new interviews with the different producers talking about the different just people involved with this. I also, I didn't mention Christina Ricci's in here as well, who is, a mainstay from the early 2000s. But, there's just so many extra features in here besides just the film itself, which is pretty much an underground gem. I think something that really kind of fell on the wayside of this, and I think put Charlize Theron on the map. Obviously, way before something along the lines of Mad Max Furiosa and a lot of the roles that she would take in the future. But she's unrecognizable in this movie. It's a great release. There's art cards with it as well. And a really nice booklet for it. But the disc itself is just really nice to have because Second Sight just likes to put out movies that there's things like Chopper that I could use in this place. Another film about somebody completely changing their look, Eric Bana completely looking like a different person. But the reason I put Monster here is they put out a lot of these movies that have almost been forgotten about from that time period. And was popular at a certain time, and then giving it its flowers, honestly, giving it a lot of treatment, especially when it comes to like special features and actually interacting with the directors themselves, coming back and restoring stuff like this. So Monster is a great release. It just brings me back to those Walmart days in the early 2000s, but at the same time, I'm intrigued enough to get the disc itself, and it is quite a lovely disc, and I definitely recommend people check it out. Everyone, Frank went away. So
come back,
right.
Frank.
Okay, so we got Monster from Second Sight versus Somebody Without a Face, right?
Eyes Without a Face.
Eyes Without a Face from Umbrella. All right, judges, we got an answer. 1, 2, 3, reveal. Ooh, 2 Second Sight. The one Umbrella. Then you were going Umbrella?
Yeah, I was going Umbrella. First of all, it's a beautiful 4K that's restored from black and white into 4K. And it's going up against a film that didn't even get a 4K release. So that was a big catalyst for me. Yeah. Love both films, but one got a 4K, one didn't.
Jordan, I didn't say anything bad about that movie because it's an amazing release. One of Umbrella's hidden gem releases.
Yeah.
Dolby Vision is not needed for black and white films. I think those look crispy all the freaking time on the 4K format. It's a great.
Oh yeah, but if you take Dolby Vision, it'll take it to the next level.
Absolutely.
For me, I got more caught up in the story of what was Jordan was telling me about than the disc and the special features. So by the time you finished talking, I was like, that is a really good description of that movie, and it is a killer movie. But what about special features? I totally forgot. But and Monster is a great release, and the features on there. It's actually one of the first Second Sight blues that I got once I got my new region free player. So it is good.
Yeah, this is all about the presentation. Yeah, all about the presentation for me. Jordan, you just sold this movie. At first, I'm like, oh, French film, I'm out. You lost my vote. But then you sold me on it. I'm like, oh, they're doing different faces. It sounds like, Leatherface. I'm like, okay, I'm kind of interested in this. And then you talked about the black and white and how it looked so good on the disc. I'm like, okay, you piqued my interest there. And then Monster, I didn't know too much about. So I'm like, yeah, wasn't sold on Monster. So.
Yeah, and I'm a Criterion guy, so I of course have Eyes Without a Face in the collection, and I don't have the Umbrella release, but I can see how it would benefit from a nice 4K. So I tried not to let that influence my pick, but yeah.
Mike, did you pick Umbrella or did you pick Second Sight?
What the heck did I pick?
You put
it looked like
Second Sight.
You put Second Sight out.
Oh shoot! Well,
Rewind the tape.
Yeah, rewind the tape. You talked about that. I
Go
know
to the
it.
final.
oh, that's true. Oh
you need
man,
two
I did feel
separate
Second
pieces
Sight
of
out.
paper.
I know.
The shit's
Oh,
rigged.
gosh.
Oh shoot! Yeah, it should have been Umbrella. Are you guys okay with me putting an Umbrella?
No.
I'm okay with it.
Me too.
Okay.
Uh,
Oh, the umbrella guys are okay with it. Oh,
It's
shock.
totally between
if
the
I'm being
judges.
devil
though.
advocate, I would if I'm being devil advocate, I would say count what you fucking put.
Okay. Hey, I'm fine either way.
Even if it's me. So
I'm fine either way. Okay, yeah. So Second Sight it is. Then. Either way is fine with me.
You're on Team Umbrella, right?
I know, but hey, man, I'm all
Hey,
about.
that's true.
If he messes up later and goes
Frank,
the other way, they're gonna
know your place. Come on, man. What are you doing?
My fault. My
You
fault.
can't play both sides of the field right now. Come on now.
All right. They have spoken. Okay. So let's see. Let's go to who are we on now? I think we're going
Jody.
Jody, yes.
No, it's Jake's turn, isn't it? Come on, Jake. You want to go first?
Oh, Jake.
I can totally go first if you want
It
me
is
to.
Jake.
First.
Okay. No,
I like
I'll
the
go
little thing
first.
we had going on.
Yeah. Okay. I'll go first. I love this movie. I have 3 different versions of this movie, but I have this version from Second Sight because they always do amazing things with their disc release. I have the 4K edition of The Babadook. If you've never seen this movie, highly recommend it. This is in Dolby Vision, Dolby Atmos. The blacks absolutely pop, and there are so many great scenes of the Babadook hiding in the darkness. Very solid stuff here. I like collecting Second Sight editions in just the basic packaging because number 1, don't like the digibook. But number 2, I like the way these look on the shelf, and all I really want the Second Sight editions for is the disc because they are amazing in their transfers and they're amazing with their special features because they always put so much new time and quality into their releases. This sucker has 8 different interviews on it. The 3 that I like the best are the 2 main leads, the kid and the mom, and also the designer of the book from the Babadook. Because if you've ever seen the Babadook, the book plays a big role in how the story actually plays out. One of the editions I still have is from Scream Factory, which looks like the book slipcover. I love that edition. I'll never get rid of it. But I have this because it looks so nice. There's also a making of documentary in here. There's also a short film from the director of the Babadook. Anything that you would want to know about the Babadook after watching it and wanting to drill down into what it took to make this, how the movie has kind of progressed in the 10 years since it came out originally. If you like this movie, you need to own this copy in your collection.
Damn, Jake, you could sell ice to an Eskimo.
I am very passionate about this edition of the Babadook.
You should have got the bigger version then.
I told you why I didn't.
It's such a pretty version, though.
I made that change about 2 years ago. I like the chunky box sets, but when it comes to Second Sight, like you said, Jake, it's all about the contents of that disc. So I don't need art cards, and I don't need extra room on my limited shelf space going to waste. So just a disc.
Yeah, art cards are like
dime a dozen.
what can you do with art cards? Can anyone tell me?
You look at them and put them away.
I actually have a project I'm going to do with a collage of them. But
I was that or scrapbooking. Come on, put them in a nice little scrap.
You can trade them.
Can play
trade
them,
'em.
use them in a battle.
It's not Pokemon cards. What are we talking about?
Sure it is. We can come up with something.
All right, Jody, what do you got?
Well, I've got a film. I actually enjoy this film. I've got this makes the at least second edition of this film. I got this edition because it is an upgrade to 4K, and I think this is exclusive 4K to Umbrella, if I'm mistaken. I don't believe you can get this 4K anywhere else, but it's for a Joaquin Phoenix film. You Were Never Really Here. If you've never seen this movie, it's really something. He's basically like a hired gun, but his weapon of choice is a hammer, and he goes around saving kidnapped girls. And the main story The main girl that kind of focuses on is the daughter of a senator, a New York senator. But then he also is kind of fighting some inner demons. So that kind of takes place. But like I said, the 4K upgrade, that is the reason I got this, was because, I mean, come on, the darkness and the blood. How much more do you need in 4K? I feel like that's pretty good. It did give us new commentary, and it gave us new interviews with the director and Joaquin Phoenix. I just watched the Joaquin Phoenix one, and it's really good. I really enjoyed that one. You get more interviews. You get actually get an interview with the music supervisor, which I'm a big music fan, even if it's just like a soundtrack, but especially if it's a score. I like the music. But like I said, it's a new audio commentary. There is a featurette in there also. But like I said, this is, I believe, a exclusive 4K so far for from Umbrella. I think they did. This is a 2000 copy is what they did for this one. But yeah, this is, I love this film. I think it's great. Like I said, I know this is my second. I might have a third edition of this film, but 4K on this one, really beautiful, and I highly recommend.
All right, so we got Umbrella with You Were Never Really Here and Babadook from Second Sight. All right, let me check my answer.
Yeah, make sure.
Yep. Okay. All right, everybody ready? 1, 2, 3, reveal.
Close, Jody.
So I haven't seen either movie. Babadook, I wasn't really sold on. I still don't know what the movie's about.
It's good.
Jody did a little bit better selling me on the other movie. The title sounded interesting. So, but both kind of, I'm like, I don't know if I really want to watch either one. So
They're fantastic, both of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Umbrella put out 3 different things of that. They're pretty close to the same release time, but there's 2 that were released in the beginning of February and then a special edition at the end of that same month. But the contents are probably close to the same, but it's just different collector edition, limited edition.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're the only ones worldwide with the 4K. You are right on that.
That's what I thought.
just wanted more about the features.
Jody, before we go on, that's my hidden gem physical media release of the year so far. That transfer is stunning on you,
right?
Really here,
it's such an amazing movie too.
Yeah,
it's
great.
It's a thought-provoking movie. I mean, it's phenomenal.
You pop open the main menu and it's just like them floating in water, and it shows you what the transfer is going to look like. That got my attention so much.
Well, that whole shot of him floating in the water, it's stunning.
Agreed. And that movie was made by Amazon Prime or Amazon Studios. So if you want to own it physically and have it made to look as good as possible, pick up that release. It's a great release.
I think I'm definitely going to look into that Umbrella release because I watched that film on Amazon Prime streaming and I enjoyed it, but it's one of those kind of deals where I don't know. I don't remember like all of it. Whereas Babadook, I remember fucking Babadook, you know, like so like that was more impactful for me. But I do appreciate that. I love Joaquin Phoenix. First of all, I love him as an actor. He's one of my favorite actors working today. So I definitely want to pick that release up for sure.
You definitely should. I want to hype that release up, Jody. I didn't say a single word after you said your thing because I'm like, oh, fuck. Like that release is very good. And if you want to pick it up, use my code SteelBook15 at checkout.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
It's worth it.
All right, so we are on to the third round here. Box sets, collections, sequels, or creativity. So a lot to work with on either side here. And Second Sight is leading here. They kind of clean swept the last round. But once again, third round, 3 points.
Did you shuffle it? I've gone against Frank every time.
You have? Really? Okay.
Yes.
Who haven't you gone against?
I went up against Jordan.
Anyone else?
First round.
Yeah, I haven't gone. There you go.
There we go.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Going down, Frank.
All right. Who started last time? Was it Umbrella or Second Sight?
I don't know.
I went first last round with the guest.
Yeah. Yep.
There we go. So then let's go, Jody.
I just got done talking. All right, guys, here we go. So I just opened this for this show, so y'all should feel good about that. This is a brand new box set. I upgraded. This is like the third box set they've done for this movie, at least. I don't remember, but each box set keeps getting better and better, not just because more films are happening. This one actually includes Dolby Vision and Dolby Atmos. It includes all 3 films. It includes so much shit. If you really want me to open it up all the way, I will, and we can take some time with it. But this is the Terrifier collection, the new Terrifier collection that comes with all 3 Terrifiers, not like the last one I had that only had 1 and 2, and 3 just came out, and you guys yelled at me. So we're going to go through this if you really want to. Here we go, guys, because each Terrifier movie got an exclusive slipcover. I love their spot gloss that they love doing.
That's 2 films in one.
I know, right? This actually includes the original All Hallows Eve 4K. There you go. There's all the goodness. I think there might be the posters in the thing, probably. So you get exclusive slipcovers for each film. Ooh, the back of this one's really nice, guys. Okay, here's the front, and there's the back. How can you argue that right there? So there's your 4K for part 2. And then here's the newest one. And again, the back of this one, I mean, the front of this one, Jesus, literally. And then we got the back. That might get us flagged. I'm not 100% sure. So they also got, I know y'all don't like reading, but listen, man, sometimes you just got to read to enjoy a film to its fullest. And there's going to be some grotesque pictures in here, I can guarantee you. Though, hey, y'all forgot about boobies again. Y'all want to see? No, we're going to skip that. All right, so you get lots of behind the scenes. Again, I'm just opening this for the first time. I just got this in the mail. I'm super excited about this. Behind the scene photos. You get so many pictures, and there's more naked people. And this is a very, very big upgrade from the last one that was just part 1 and part 2. Here's some art cards you guys love. Holy shit, we got stickers. I'm going to put those on my baby. Here we go. So here is my box set for this round, the new Terrifier. Ooh, bloody mess. I'm done.
Wonderful. I loved it.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
And all the amazing,
all the
commissioned
around.
artwork for every
All this
slipcover.
clowning
It's
around.
perfect.
I love the slipcovers.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I love even more? A complete box set. It's not going to be complete next year when Terrifier.
You can say that about any collection
get
because
the
no
new one.
movie,
Not every
no
collection.
movie, no
Just an ongoing
franchise is
series
officially over. No,
Getting the
there-
flashback
there
from
can
Jody from
always
last
be
time.
one.
You know
There's
the
only-
Air
there's
Force
only-
coming out, though. You know a new release is coming out. I've heard from
Yeah.
many people. When I showed
Yeah.
this off myself, the main gripe was, I'm going to wait until the series is complete.
Uh-huh.
What's to end with the 4th one?
Yeah. How many John Wick box sets have sold? So many.
Too many.
So many.
All right, Nathan Jones, what do you
It's
got?
complete today. How about that?
Yeah, for the moment. So for me, so the first of all, Second Sight doesn't really have too many in terms of like collections of certain things, but they really do focus on creativity in terms of their box sets and their releases in general. And so one that came out last year, which is something that I didn't expect from them, that I was really stoked by, mainly from the transfer version and also just all the extra stuff in it, is the Blair Witch Project right here. This is a stunner. First of all, amazing minimalistic type of artwork, a lot of original artwork as well. Let me read real quick to you about the transfer, because it is actually a new Second Sight restoration from the HI8 videotapes and 16mm film elements that they used with the producers and the directors. If anyone knows about this movie, this is a found footage movie. Very, very, very low budget, and wildly successful. I'm sure a lot of us lived through the time that this became a big thing, and is a big thing on cultural zeitgeist. But regardless of that, let's look at the insides of this bad boy. So there is a really wonderful and beautiful art book right here like that cover is just gorgeous. Just that hand drawn stuff. But there is stuff that has the essays in here. You can hear that creak, but there's just this really nice and honestly just really high quality art book right here. There also are these art cards here, which has a lot of that original art that I was just showing you. That is indicative of the movie itself. There's the original poster art, which was a great phenomena. I love this poster art, and I think it's still one of the most iconic poster arts out there. And then the other thing in here, this is really cool, is this all-weather backpack notebook. If anyone knows about this, about these kids going out into the woods, having a little journal about it was really cool because they kind of document themselves as they get lost. And it actually has like a journal of the things that they saw or the things that they heard, if that makes sense. And then there's also the 2 discs out here. There's 2 Blu-ray discs. Disc 1 and 2 has special features and the disc itself. But yeah, just in general, like the creativity of and minimalistic stuff that this movie has, and the fact that they were able to go to the directors and kind of restore it to a way with that's kind of keeping with the original film elements, but also upgrading it at the same time. And it also has original theatrical cut. It has the director's cut. It also has the festival cut because this was shown around, very guerrilla style. That festival cut is like a really big deal. So having all those things there is really wonderful. On top of that, it also has a brand new Blair Witch documentary that Second Sight produced, which is like an hour long. It also just has a lot of just commentaries and special features kind of behind the scenes looking at, what this movie was, because this movie was a phenomena for the time that it came out, and having pretty much the penultimate release of this is just a delight because it's one of my favorite found footage movies of all time. So it's just a wonderful movie.
That release is like an encyclopedia for that film. I don't think you could cram any more information about that film into that release.
Yeah, it also came with a replacement disc. It wasn't perfect when it came out, and then what they decided to do is no one got it for the longest time. You can ask Ken about that. And then so what they decided to do is hold back everything, send out the replacements, and then stop making the limited edition for people.
So you have
Sounds
people
like a
the people who got it
round 2.
The people who got it got their discs.
Yeah,
They
I got
made
my
it
disc,
right.
and I'm completely content with it, and this isn't about that. It's about the movie itself. So
Is Umbrella going to send out Terrifier 4 to complete that set when the franchise is done? I don't think so.
No, they're gonna make a bigger, better box.
Yeah, exactly.
They don't
Why
need
even
to.
get
They don't
that
need
one?
to because they know people
It's gonna be awesome.
love
It's gonna be awesome.
Umbrella so much that they're willing to, I'm going to add to this.
Well, I guess
We
the
should just-
question is,
Not a necessity.
will that bigger, better box have a fur outlining?
It better.
it
Better be
should.
bloody fur. Have
It
one of
better
those.
be
bloody
It's going to
fur in
show
there.
up in
Yeah.
a box with blood, and you have to wipe it off when you get it.
Yeah, I want it to be sticky for no reason.
I'm glad I'm not
They
going up
give
against
sticks.
that.
This
review.
one has sticks with it. Yeah. Twigs, if you will.
All right, so we got Umbrella with a Terrifier incomplete box set, and then we got
swear to
Blair
God.
Witch Project from Second Sight. All right, judges, we ready? 1, 2, 3, reveal.
Come on, KB, what are you doing?
He's waiting.
Two Umbrella.
You can't deny that box set.
It's a good one. It's
It's
a good
great.
Two
one.
things.
It's great look.
One, everything Nathan said is true. Speaking to Eduardo Sanchez, he literally gave Second Sight everything.
Mhm.
And that's why it's so chock full of stuff. And honestly, I missed out. And what Jake and I were saying before, that's one of 2 exceptions I would make for Second Sight.
Sure.
I'm sure somebody's going to show the other one by the end of this battle. But Jody, that box set is perfect until 4, and then that one
Correct.
will probably be more perfect. So
Even better.
4K releases for
Yeah.
all those movies.
Yep.
I think it's the first time that the first one is getting a 4K treatment as well,
Yep.
as well as All Hallows Eve. So that's a big deal. if you're into the Terrifier franchise, I am. It's a big deal.
Well, it's
But
also
that
you
was
can't
close.
get it. You can't get it Dolby Vision anywhere else.
Yeah, number 2 is in Dolby Atmos, and
yeah.
that's the first time as well.
It's kind of something that will be obsolete, though. Eventually, it'll be
Definitely.
obsolete.
Definitely.
They'll have to keep up the trend. I don't know if they can or not, based on licensing.
They had a
Or
box
the-
art. They had a box for All Hallows Eve Terrifier and Terrifier 2. And then they made a new one when 3 came out. So they'll make another one when 4 comes out.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I've got the
Yeah.
last one too.
I do too.
What was that one called? This is art, and now
Yeah.
this is art attack.
Art Attack.
Yeah.
Mhm.
What would be awesome is if they just sold that fourth one separate and a new box, and you could
But
just
they
buy
do.
that.
They do. Each one of those discs you could buy from Umbrella
Yeah. You can get a separate.
individually.
And technically, if I really wanted to, I could take out this giant book when the next one comes out and just
Well, there
slide
you
it in the
go.
slip right
True.
there.
You don't need it.
Plan.
Who reads books?
Who reads books?
Oh,
Stop it.
That's a good point.
the books they help give you new appreciation for the movies.
That was
All
a
right.
close call, though. I
Good
couldn't
round.
call
Good
it.
round. All right, Nate, you up?
I mean, all right. But before I go, I'm gonna throw this out to my teammates, and I'm gonna see if anyone wants to tag in or go twice on this round because
Oh God.
I don't have any like
Box sets?
box set I mean, I have movies in a box, but I don't have like box sets, big ones. So if y'all don't want to, I'm just gonna have to finagle it,
Nate.
and I'll try my.
Well, we
I have-
know.
Give
have
me a
5
second. Give
total.
me a second. Okay.
Can Jake
they
even
don't
do it?
exist,
Because you know
I
how
don't
he
have
feels
them.
with their box sets.
I can do it.
All right, I'm gonna tag in Jake.
I can do it.
I'm gonna go
Yeah.
with my man Jake here. Yeah.
Okay. Can I go second each time, or do I have to go first and then second?
Yeah, you're gonna be first and second.
I want to see what I was going up against to see what box set I could use.
Go for the win. Oh,
Hey, I don't know what you're pulling, so who knows? I could change it up.
and I apologize to you guys, but again, super sub. Just got here. Didn't even know.
Okay. This is the most recent Second Sight edition that I watched exclusively for this contest because I wanted this for the longest time. I have this box set because it is a Blu-ray release of a movie that you can really only get streaming, and that is Creep.
Ooh.
Creep from Mark Duplass. Very, very nice. I've never seen the movie before. It was a blind watch for me. But the main reason why I got it is because I heard amazing things, and I like Mark Duplass a lot. And this movie is very multi-layered when it comes to just kind of like bonding with another person, being very 180 personality-wise. The longer the movie goes on, the more you see that a person is not who he says he is. Very interesting watch here. And afterwards, once the watch was done, there's a lot of great special features on this as well. Interview with the director, who is also the co-star of this movie. Interview with Mark Duplass on here. A new interview with Christopher Donlong, who was a producer on this movie. 10 Years of Creep, which is a live Q&A of this movie. On the inside here, you get art cards. I'm guessing Jordan has art cards. Inside, you get a booklet as well, which has a couple of great essays inside. I'm very happy that I have this movie in the collection. I'm hoping that they do Creep 2 in its own box set. I'm assuming that they will. The Creep tapes is on Shudder. I'm going to watch that. I'm glad that I have this in the collection just because it looks very, very sharp for a Blu-ray, and it's just a nice movie. Great.
All right. Jordan, what do you got?
Well, I know this is about the whole collection, right? And yeah, you've got movies that have collections like, you know, Terrifier, and even Second Sight has some that you guys didn't mention. You know, there's like Ginger Snaps has more than one movie and stuff. But I'm going to go at a different approach for collection, and I'll show you. So we're going to do the Talk to Me box set, the whole collection. Now, what I love about this is, one, it's consistent throughout. So it comes in this amazing box that you're going to get, right? And if you guys have seen the movie, You guys know this writing is all over the embalmed hand from the movie. So there's that. I think the box is one of the best things about it right here. And like I talked about, consistent theming throughout. Okay. And this is for Jake. Comes with a steel book.
The only steel book they've ever done.
And maybe the only one, but they knocked it out of the park. And there it is right there. You just have the hand. It's very
Nothing
simple.
on the back, very black on the back.
It's very simple. You got a poster right here. And then there is the discs art. You have the hands, 4K, might I mention. Let's get this out. All right, there's the inside artwork right there for you guys. Get this back in. Okay, you're also getting some art cards in here as well. And with Umbrella, yeah, not everyone is a big fan of art cards, but they don't care. What they're going to do is they're just going to go all out anyway. And look at that thick stack of art cards you're getting right there. Isn't that amazing? You're getting this awesome book right here that just goes over everything about the movie, different write-ups, interviews, the making, everything. So I can actually show you this one. So all the different stuff that it comes with. But I think the kicker with this, and the reason that you get this, let's get this all back in here, is it comes with a replica of the actual hand from the movie. And this is an exact mold from the prop they used in the movie. Okay. So not only do you have this amazing release, the movie, but you have something that you can display, right? So you have an amazing transfer on the movie. It comes with this, and you can personalize it to make it your own. They even give you a little marker to go along with it. Okay. So I think just everything that this comes with, it's just, you can't beat it. And I know also in this category is value. That's a big key, right? You're getting a lot of value because right now you can get this on Umbrella's site for $70. It's on sale. And it's a limited edition. So for all you collectors, it's going to make you want it more because it's very limited on this.
I have a genuine question. I love that movie, by the way. How do you display that exactly? Like, where do you put that gigantic box? Do you just like have it
Top
stored
shelf.
away? Or
No, I have a little side table that I set it on, and this sits right in front of it.
and then you keep the movie in the big box or like on your shelf?
No, the
you
movie
put the
goes.
the movie
on my
stays
shelf.
in the hand. You put the movie in the hand.
The movie in the hand.
You're doing it.
Steelbook,
You're
Jody.
doing
Are
it
you
wrong,
insane?
man. You put the movie
There
in
you
the
go.
hand.
You're gonna scratch a steelbook like crazy.
No, that's why you have the awesome protective outer case.
Yeah.
It's right there.
I don't think it
The
fits.
movie in the
It's gonna
hand.
slide right out.
Perfect.
So I have that exact same set,
Yeah,
Jordan.
I wondered. That box
The-
is like huge.
The one thing that bugs me is that the hand does not have the writing on it. Like, it is a replica from the mold, but the box has the writing. The box for the movie has the writing. The hand does not have the writing, and that I don't understand why.
The
they're doing
idea
that.
is because
Give
they're
me the
going to give
marker.
you this hand so you can go ahead and visit these spirits yourself.
It
And
gets you
can
closer. It's all
write-
creativity, baby.
and you can write your experiences
It's
on it
embarrassing
yourself.
for us non-creative people
Or
to have a white
go to
hand.
conventions and get the writers, directors, and actors to sign this. Something else you can do.
Yeah, I'm not writing on it. My handwriting's terrible. I'm not doing that at all.
No.
Yeah, I don't even know what to write. Hey,
So there you are.
Nate.
Talk to
Cool.
me.
My
I think
finger.
A24 kept the licensing for all the tattooing on the hand because theirs does. It's not ceramic like that, but
No, and
Yeah,
I don't. If I remember correctly, it doesn't have a base either.
Oh,
And this is only limited to 2,000. Got it right there for you.
For $70.
For only $70. For all that, it's not a bad deal.
You can use my code too. Get it cheaper.
damn it, Jake.
Hey, you know what? Yeah. Steelbook 15.
Absolutely.
All right.
That's
So we
okay.
have
I gotta admit, I've used it.
Good.
all right. So we have Creep from Second Sight versus Talk to Me from Umbrella. Judges, 1, 2, 3, reveal.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
All
Across the
Umbrella.
board.
Again, didn't have a lot to say.
You know you're coming with the big boy for the final round.
Yeah. Yeah. He's whipping it out, KB. He's whipping everything out there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I had to go with Umbrella just because you covered everything. It's a box within a box. You had creativity there. You had value. So you really captured the whole round. On the other side, Creep didn't really get me interested in the movie. And plus, there's already a sequel. They didn't put that sequel in the box. So I'm like, incomplete box set there. So,
Second Sight really doesn't do like box set boxes. They just do one movie with the box, kind of like your Arrow videos.
Well, they did Ginger Snaps. That's
Well,
why
last
they-
time I did Ginger Snaps
The
last
one.
time, so
The
that's
one.
why I didn't
Mhm.
bring it up again.
all right.
Isn't it beautiful back there? Look at that. You guys get that displayed on your shelf. Just, come on.
It does look nice.
All right, Frank, you're up.
I am a huge horror and found footage fan. Like, that is my favorite subgenre. And this was a must buy because Umbrella Entertainment, this is an exclusive, like all in one package for the current complete collection. And that is Hell House LLC with a beautiful hard case, lenticular front right there. Creepy ass clowns. I hate clowns, man, but there's just something about this movie, about this franchise. All of them beautifully connected to one another. First one to me is iconic. It's one of the best found footage horror films. The fourth film is amazing. And I think this is just an amazing release because they have all three of the films together in one set. It comes with a 100-page bound book. Really, I think this release really captures what the film is, just all creepiness, man. And again, I just simply love it. It just goes into detail with all three. I mean, look at that. Hello. All three of the films, 4 of the films are just spectacular. And then, yeah, tons of art cards right here. But again, guys, if you want this is a collection. And this right now is on sale for $60 at their website for the collector's edition. It's 30% off, and you can even use Jake's little code there to get a little extra discount, guys.
It's a big code. It's a beefy code. Steelbook
It's a
15.
beef code. So,
Yeah.
guys, again, this is about value. It's a collection category. And it's I'm a sucker for lenticulars, man. I even bought the damn stupid Morbius lenticular release because I just love it, man. And really, it's got the first film, and then Lake of Fire is that image right there. So if you're fans of the film, you already know what the hell that is right there. It's again, found footage is my number one horror genre. And this is my favorite within found footage. And like I said, Hell House LCC is my favorite found footage film. And to me, this was a must, especially with the exclusive collection that Umbrella had with this set. All in one. Bam. There you go. Like I said, and it's on sale right now for $60.
Pretty good. Side
Almost
note,
all in one.
Frank, when I see in your background, I saw the devil up above your head. Masterful movie.
It's a
I
great
played
box.
that last time
Yes,
when I
sir.
was on the team.
Yeah.
Yeah,
when
That's
I
a
was
great,
Umbrella
that's a
Boys.
great release too.
That's probably a perfect movie.
That release is awesome too.
I love revenge films.
You also love incomplete box sets. My God, it's driving me crazy. A new movie
Hey,
is coming
it
out
wasn't-
this year.
It wasn't incomplete
When they
that
announced
when they announced
yeah,
that.
exactly.
A month later, another movie was
And-
announced. It's bad
and
timing
if you
on
think
Umbrella.
about it-
Unfortunate. I get it.
The last movie wrapped it up so nicely that might as well have been a complete box set.
Carmichael, dude. I love the number 4. It's so damn good.
It's it's
Creepy,
like
man.
Scream. You don't need to finish them. You don't need to keep going.
Yeah, but if you want to, this didn't work for art, so it's not going to work here. But it really drives me nuts when I get a box set and not every single movie is in that box set. I'm going, Mike. The movie that I have here, again, Second Sight doesn't have box sets that have multiple movies. What they do is do great encyclopedic releases
said
of
doo-doo.
movies. They do encyclopedic versions of movies that cram every single ounce of what you would want from a movie. Dawn of the Dead, people. This release, you could not get another great release of this. It's in 4K. I don't collect these box sets, but I do for this, just because the way that they laid everything out is very, very nice. You flip it open, one image. You flip it the other way, you have 4 discs, people. You get 3 4Ks and a bonus disc full of special features. The 3 4Ks have 3 different cuts of the film. You get the theatrical cut right here. You get the extended cut, and then you get the Argento cut, which did not really get a great release until the Second Sight Films release came out. Over 12 hours of special features on this set. If you're a fan of Dawn of the Dead, which if you are a fan of horror, like you said, Frank, Dawn of the Dead is essential viewing. And if you want to own the best version of it possible, pick up this Dawn of the Dead set. You're going to have to go on the aftermarket, though, because it is out of stock. It got out of stock very, very quickly.
I do, and you didn't pull this bad boy up.
I was going to say,
this is
I
the
feel
one
like
upper,
there is
man.
one a little
That's
better.
the one to get right there.
This is the one, but we're not talking about this specific one though.
To each their own. Whatever box set you want. Again, big beefy box sets, I'm not the biggest fan of. I want the discs for my releases. And this one had exactly what I looked for. I don't want that much space taken up on the shelf. This is enough for me. This is enough.
And I think the big one only has like one extra disc, and it's like a CD of music. It's the same amount of like discs of movies. So, and it just has books.
It just adds to the whole collection.
A bunch of books.
Again, I'm not playing for Team Second Sight, man.
Sounds like you are. Show that thing again.
No, I'm not.
bring that thing back up. Second Sight.
I don't know if you want to do like a tit for tat on different versions. The main core of what the box set is key. And if you want to own every single version of Dawn of the Dead, if you want it to look as great as possible, the transfer on this sucker is unreal for the undead. I would highly recommend this if you can find it.
But let's not forget, box set does include everything as well as the discs, but everything else. And Hell House LLC came with a really nice hardback book, which that is part of the box set. It's not just the movies. I get it. I get it.
Everything.
I get it. The movies are very, very important, and arguably, some would say the most important. But if it's a box set, you got to talk about everything. And Hell House LLC does have more to give you in terms of extra content with art cards and the booklet with a whole bunch of information and ways for you to appreciate the film more than you probably already do.
All right, Jake, what was the price of that set when you got it?
I want to say I got this for $50, this set.
Frank, what was the price of your set?
It is currently $60
on the sale.
And you can use Jake's little promo code for having even cheaper than what he currently paid for, or what he paid for his Dawn of the Disc, or Dawn of the Dead.
All right. Judges, we got an answer. All right. 1, 2, 3, reveal.
Oh, we did it again. We did it again.
Oh my God.
Umbrella takes it.
The whole round, fellas.
Yeah,
Jake, that release though.
This is
dude,
that's amazing.
Amazing.
Dude, it is.
This is like referenced, like top 5 out of any fucking boutique label, guys. Seriously.
And what I did like what Second Sight did is, they released that monster of a set, but like you said, they saw the popularity of it and they're like, no, we don't want anyone to miss out on this. We're going to give them something else that literally has every disc.
It doesn't matter. This release sucks. I lost. Throw it away.
Man, it changed his mind fast.
I got the one that Jake has, and I got it on a sniper deal. I think I paid $38 for it. But
nice.
Nice.
Frank, that Hell House deal, that's pretty good. I'll probably cop that later.
Dude,
but pretty
freaking
good.
4 movies for $60, man. And it, like I said, limited edition right now. And like I just said, use my man's promo code. You get a fucking
And the
check.
first one comes with both cuts.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
I never
first movie's
seen
great.
the longer one, so I definitely want to check that out because
One and
I'm
4.
I'm not a found
No.
footage fan
Oh, dude.
at all, but
I'm not either,
love
but
that movie.
1 is good,
It creeped me
Dude,
out when I first saw it. It was
one-
so good.
Yep.
Yeah, it's the way they did it. It's just it's amazing.
It's my favorite found footage film.
All right, so we are into the 4th round here. Let's go ahead and change up these teams. I don't know if that did anything. Hopefully it's randomized.
Yeah.
All right, so going into the 4th round, let me see. We got Umbrella in the lead because they just clean swept that last round. 11 points with Umbrella. Again, Second Sight with 7 points. But 4th round, 4 points each. So any team can still win. Now, this round is best overall. I want to hear what represents your label. Really sell us here. Give us a good little pitch on why we should be picking up Second Sight or why we should be picking up Umbrella with the title you choose. So it's a passion here. We got to see that on this round. All right. So let's go ahead. Jordan, you ready?
All right. So I want to talk about this release right here. This release, some would say, is controversial. What Umbrella did to bring this out changed the game. But we have got Caligula, the ultimate cut right here. What's great about this is Second Sight is known for throwing the kitchen sink at you. You're going to get everything that is available. See, like the collections, they weren't available. But if they were, they would have given it to you. You're getting multiple cuts of the movie. I mean, look at this artwork. I think Umbrella is also known for their artwork and their box sets. They're second to none right there. You've got the marble. It shows the elegance of this box set, of this movie, I should say. Inside of it, you're getting some amazing stuff, right? Now, I can't show you everything, but you're getting this right here, the most decadent man in the history of man. And in this, you are getting a script right there. You're also getting, like we had talked about earlier, and what I always say with Umbrella is they will give you everything. They will give you all that stuff. So you're getting a slip cover. You're getting a hard case. What's nice, too, is Umbrella thought of people here in America who don't like that Australian rating system. All you have to do is flip the slip or flip the artwork, and you get that. Look at all, look at all these releases you're getting. There you are, the ultimate cut, all that right there. And there is the 4K. Okay. You're getting multiple posters in this again, and I keep stressing they give you everything. You are getting, let's see here, some art cards that I can't really show you. You're also getting an exact replica of the magazine that came out with this, the Penthouse magazine, the issue for Umbrella. And you're also getting this amazing hardback book. And this perfectly represents the elegance that this has. Now, also what Umbrella is great at, and Second Sight does not do this, is all their Blu-rays are, quote, Region B. However, I guess it's a thing they have to put on it, but I call them, they're the label for the people. Doesn't matter if it is Region B, you are not blocked out from seeing that. If you have a Region A player, you're good to go. You can still watch it. What else? Gotta look at my notes here. I mean, Umbrella's Caligula release just represents everything that Umbrella stands for. Bold choices, deep respect for cinema, even if it's a little sleazy, it's still history, and they're going to give you that. It's not just giving you, so it's not just about giving you the movie. It's giving you everything around the movie and what represents the movie. And they're going to give you something that you can really display proudly. Like I said, even though it is a little controversial, but it's still something very elegant, yet sleazy at the same time. But this is something that you would be proud to have, and this is history itself. And I think Umbrella is known for that. They're not just focusing on one genre. They're going to give you history with everything. They're known for, taking movies that, Hardware, for example, you haven't seen in for how long? Wake and Fright, another one that's coming out here pretty soon. These lost, forgotten movies. You've got Eyes Without a Face, classic. They're going to bring that back for a modern audience to appreciate film once again. And that is Umbrella Entertainment.
Damn, dude. Spokesman over here. I like the one thing you mentioned about how Umbrella discs let you play the quote unquote region B discs. That is a real thing. And that was a hell of a pitch. So Jake, what you got? I'm excited to see your rebuttal.
Sure. He had a giant box about a very smutty movie. I decided to go the opposite route. There is a giant box set for this release, but again, I come to Second Sight for the discs. Second Sight does an amazing job giving one certain title an encyclopedic overlook and just a release that is never going to be topped. For me, there was another 4K release of this movie, and then Second Sight came out with the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and this is my preferred version of the movie. Both transfers are night and day. The Dark Sky release that came out looks very smoothed over. This keeps the grain, which is at home for the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It looks stunning, but not only that, you watch the movie, it's done. This thing is packed with extras. It has 5 different audio commentaries, one that was included or recorded exclusively for this release. I'm also a lover of digging into, you can read a book. I'm not going to read a book. I want my extras as special features on here. This has 2 full-length making of documentaries, one that Second Sight came out with, one that was already released. But you could watch the movie and just have an entire afternoon going through what happened behind the scenes to get this classic actually made. There's Gunnar Hansen interviews and stuff. There, him going through the house. There is probably 6 hours of special features on here, not even counting the 5 audio commentaries that are included. And the best thing about this is that this is a 100 gigabyte disc. Everything fits on just one disc. You don't have to pop discs in and out. You can just have that experience without having the hassle of moving stuff around from disc to disc. To me, this is what Second Sight Films does best. They just give a movie that is respected in the whatever community it is, horror community in this regard. You're not going to find a better release than this for the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. You could get another beefier set, but again, you have 2 options. You could either do that beefy set, or you could do just the slimmed down disc, and you'd be happy either way.
All right, so we got Second Sight with Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and we got Caligula from Umbrella.
And I do want to add too, Umbrella, yes, you do get multiple versions of the movie, meaning you can get the box set, a slipcover, or bare bones, just the case as well.
All right, judges, we got our answers. 1, 2, 3, reveal. Ooh, 2 Umbrella, 1 Second Sight. So Vin, you were going with Texas Chainsaw there.
Oh, we had Vin.
Yeah, I mean, it was the overall round, and I had to factor in the film itself.
Fair enough. Yeah, to me, I see Texas Chainsaw everywhere. So many companies have released that movie. I was hoping for a more unique pick from Second Sight, something that only Second Sight has done. So that's where you got me there. And then that Caligula box set, to me, that screams Umbrella. Like, give the best treatment for maybe the not most respected movie, but do the treatment really nicely, give you everything you would ever want for that movie if you were interested in that movie. And then when you talked about preserving the history of it, I'm like, ooh, this is a good pitch right here. So I had to go Umbrella on that one.
That is, by the way, the best Texas Chainsaw Massacre release there is.
Right.
Just saying. There's a lot, but that's
no
that's
doubt.
one.
No doubt.
Not better than the Dark Sky the chainsaw one that opens up.
All right.
Awkward silence.
KB, you were feeling kind of the same way on that one.
Yeah, what you said, pretty much the same thing.
All right, so let's go head over to Nate.
I like where Jake was going with that. I really do. And so I'm going to follow in that path. I'm not going to pick a fat box with books and cards. I'm going to go with a regular case movie. But, when it comes to Second Sight, like because I'm kind of newer to their label. Obviously, I don't have as much as these gentlemen do. But they always look amazing. And they sound amazing. And I love the point of fitting everything on a 4K disc because it's rare, especially with like US studios, where you get like any features on the 4K disc. And then you got to get up and put in a Blu-ray if you want to watch anything. So I have a movie here that has like, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, like 5 commentaries on it as well. Tons of special features, but not as common. It's called Vin. I feel like this might speak to you. I don't know. A Bittersweet Life.
Come on now.
Yeah, is the name of the movie. This is a Korean film, neo-noir gangster movie, if you will. Byung-Hun Lee stars in it. He was in I Saw the Devil. I know that came up earlier. And this movie came out before that, though. This was kind of one that put him on the map a little bit more. It's a revenge movie. It's a gangster movie. It's a noir movie. There's some romance in there. Fantastic movie. And I don't want to I'm not going to tell you everything that happens, but I will say Second Sight there's a bigger box version of it. So if you want the fat box with the cards and all that kind of stuff, you can have it. The film is so good. And then the effort that they put into the transfer and features on the film, fantastic. And it's not one that's super popular. But it is no less fantastic. It's a great movie, especially if you're into foreign cinema or if you want to dip your toe. Maybe you just like gangster movies and you're like, well, what else is there out there in the world besides, Martin Scorsese? I would say definitely give it a watch. I think these are the kind of titles that Second Sight puts a ton of effort into. There's no other 4K of it. There's been some Blu-rays, but I didn't even find any like American Blu-rays. When I was buying this, I was like, what do I got? Like, is it worth it? Because it was a blind buy. And amazing movie, amazing release, whether you get this or the big one. If you want to save some dollars and save some space, if you want to pay a little bit extra, Vin had the other one. So yeah, Bittersweet Life is going to be my pick. A great movie. That's it. It's a great movie, and they did a great job with the features and everything like that. So you're not going to get more than this of this movie ever. I don't think.
Yeah. And side note to everyone that might be watching Cell and also the panel as well, South Korea. Geez, South Korea puts out a different type of drama crime film, a different type of even horror crime film. If you are somewhat averse to subtitles or anything like that, geez, just message me privately and I can give you so many films that will just change your whole perspective. South Korea, their country might be not doing so great because their birth rate is quite low, but their films,
amazing,
incredible.
All right, Jody, what do you got?
Oh, and by the way, don't be averse to subtitles because especially if you're buying all these things with books in them, you got to read all those words. You could read while you're watching the movie too. It's okay.
Bravo, Nate.
I like watching a movie though. I don't like looking down.
hey, except for Italian horror, it's dubs all the way.
There you go.
I kind of agree.
Well, I think with Umbrella, we've pretty much all talked about the 3 B's. It's big, it's beefy, and it's beautiful. All right. And it doesn't get any more bigger, beefy, and beautiful than this release. I'm just going to look at the J card for a minute and let's just go over a few things before I show it off. All right. This is the 30th anniversary for this film. Brand new 4K restoration. a 250-page hardback book. We just talked about it, and we all love it. I don't care what you say. A 200-page bound book of the scripts and the drafts. A film cell. They give you a film cell from the movie. A replica magazine from 93. We got classic artwork, new artwork, 8 lobby cards, 2 posters, stickers, and they only made 2,250 of them. And this is number 33. That's right. I'm talking about Super Mario Brothers. Look at the size of this big, beautiful, beefy bastard. I forgot about the 4th B, and there it is. Let's go through it, guys. We're going to do it right now. I don't care. I'm pulling it all out. Here we go. First, I had to pull out the film cell.
Parental advisory.
No, it's fine. Here we go. So here is the script notes. This whole book of all the script notes. And then we've got this giant hardback book. I promise, no boobies in this one, guys. Unless they're dinosaur
Yoshi.
boobies.
Yoshi.
You got Yoshi in there.
Yoshi's
Look out for
nude the whole time.
Look out for Yoshi titties, y'all. Look out. Here are all of your art cards. Here is your replica 1993 magazine. They went all out. Look at that. Here's your stickers you can put on your baby's forehead. And here is the slipcover with this brand new artwork. Again, I love that they're like flat with spot gloss on all their slips. And here is your brand new 4K transfer. There's your classic theatrical trailer poster or trailer. You know what I'm saying. Here's a big version of it. 2 of them. Here's your discs. Here it is. If nothing defines Umbrella better than big, beefy, and beautiful, then it's this box right here, gentlemen. This is Umbrella at its finest for me, because not only is this a cult classic film, but nobody asked for this and they gave it to us extra large. Okay, that's Umbrella giving it to you extra large. This has been my TED Talk.
Nobody asked for that is right. I saw the movie when I was 6 and I didn't like it.
You know what? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. They could take a movie that no one asked for and make you want it.
Yep.
No, I didn't want that. I hate that movie. It's not good.
When's the last time you watched?
What? It is. I saw that movie as a kid and hated it.
Uh-huh.
I grew up and I was like, maybe I was wrong. I was only 6 and I was right when I was 6. Terrible. Nothing had nothing to do with Mario. It looks nice. Your set looks nice. I'm not gonna lie, Jody. It looks nice. But if you only want to spend $30 and watch an actually good movie, it's a bittersweet life.
Or if you would like
It's all subjective, baby.
No, there's
if
more
you
than
would like
2,000
a,
made too, so you could still buy this.
If you would like a slimmer down version of this, that is available. If you don't want the big beefy, it's just
Books.
big. It's fine.
Yep.
How much is
It's
the
about what
price
Umbrella
on that,
represents.
Was that
What's the price though on that slim down version?
the slim down version? I'd have to look. I bought the big one. I don't need some slim
don't care
down
about that
bullshit.
They have a standard release as well. It's
They
like
do have a saying.
$30.
You can just get this guy if you really do want it,
Yep.
And use Steelbook 15
and you still put
to
15.
get
Not for
yourself
that one.
15% off.
Don't use it
Jake,
for that.
we are gonna make you so much money.
Sponsored by.
I get no
I don't
money.
know.
I get
I
no
don't know
money.
if they. I don't know if they pay you in money or just free
No.
shit, but you're gonna
Or
get a
credit.
bunch.
I just,
all right?
if you're gonna get stuff from there, it pretty much takes care of the shipping. That's the only reason.
There
why
you
I
go,
spread the word
and that's
so
all we need in life, honestly.
All right, judges. Got an answer? Ready? 1, 2, 3, reveal.
You guys are embarrassing me. I swear.
I knew we had Vin.
Oh,
I had to speak to the cinephile in him. You gotta.
Mm-hmm.
It's the movie. It's just so good.
That was a tough one though, but I'm still kind of sold on Umbrella. They give you those movies that don't get a lot of respect, and they treat it like it should get a lot of respect. They
That's
give you
right.
everything with that sucker. So if
That's
you
right.
are the one fan of that Super Mario movie, you're getting everything with it. And I actually like
well,
that
not only
movie.
that,
Pretty
but all
fun
film
family
is
movie.
art, and they treat it as
Yeah.
such, that it is art.
I love
do
that.
Hey,
Super
like
Mario
Vinegar
Brothers
Syndrome.
movie. I love it so much.
I want
Don't
to.
you,
I really
don't you
want
put
to love
Umbrella
it.
in that with them together? Don't you
I
do
really
it?
You
want
did,
to love
not
that
me.
Mario movie.
You
but
did, not me.
I can't do it.
But Nate,
After
you
this
did a
might-
good job on that one, though. I was
Mhm.
sold that I kind of want to check out that movie now.
You should.
It's a
Bittersweet
good
Life.
movie.
It's a very good movie.
I have that movie in the
Yeah.
collection. I haven't seen it yet, so I will be popping.
Oh,
Very
go
good.
watch
Oh,
it.
check it
and,
out, Jay.
and the 4K on it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
it came out the same time as your next.
Yeah, I've never seen the 4K on it, but it's a great movie.
I got it at Orbit DVD, like in the store. I went to visit and I was like, I've never seen this, but it looks really good. And then it was a good call because it was fantastic.
All right. So
Bring
let's
it-
go to.
Can we get a score update before we get to?
Yes.
We need to hit
final?
this one to tie, I think.
Is that what it is? I thought we were out of it.
Or
for
we might
sure.
have lost it, right?
I think yeah.
No, because we were down by 4. So if we win this one, we will tie. Be 15-15.
Yeah.
What-
So
what-
Umbrella has 15 right now, and then
We have
Second
11.
Sight has 11. So if Second Sight
11.
wins, then we go into
Nathan
overtime.
Jones.
Thank God Mike
believe
voted
in you.
incorrectly that one time.
Oh yeah, wait a minute.
It's okay.
Not
We know
only-
who really is the winner here.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. We already know.
All right. Well, let's see. Let's find out. Frank, what do you got?
Bring it home, Frank.
So we're talking about Umbrella Entertainment. They put so much passion and love into their Australian films that is just so damn beautiful. And that to me speaks volumes on what a label does and how proud they are of their product and the movies that their country produces. This movie is an Australian movie and it is Dead End Drive-In. I love this movie. It is a pretty damn fun movie. This design just really encapsulates like then the movie itself. It's very bright. It's like it's kind of like a Mad Max type of movie, but you're just there to have a fun time. And this is like I said, it's a good movie. This release also, what they did again, they're very passionate about their releases, and this release right here, it is the completely uncut version and previously only available in Australian VHS release, and they put it out on 4K on 100 disc drive, because I know my man Jake loves 100 disc drives or 100 gigabyte discs. This is it too, and just look at that. If you've seen the movie, you know just how fun this movie is, and the design of it is just really freaking cool, man. It also has a 120-page book, but not only does this book, it's just like a thick little book. It also has the reprint of the original screenplay, and then writing, of course, from the director and the producer as well. This has, oh gosh, dude, it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 new special features for this film. Again, Umbrella Entertainment takes great pride within their country films, and this, they knocked it out of the park. And again, it speaks Umbrella Entertainment, and this to me is what this is perfect for this round. So it's great, man. Again, it's for a fun time movie. It's a fun movie. Check it out.
You're muted, Mike.
Yeah, it's so
Beautiful
damn good.
fun.
Mike is speechless.
Right.
It left
He's
me
blown up.
speechless. That's how good it was. I was just in shock with that one. But yeah, Nathan Jones, go for it. What do you got?
Well, I think the chat has already talked about it. So it's the ultimate release that Second Sight has put out. It's The Hitcher. this movie has quite a tumultuous past in terms of it getting to physical media in general, and they spent so many years putting this together with the original camera negative and with the director of photography with the original camera negative. Speaking of special features, I know you mentioned there's 10, there's 15 on here. On top of the fact that this is literally probably the ultimate edition of what Second Sight does. One thing that I really love about Second Sight, and something that I don't hear talked about enough, and I mean, we are obviously in a collector's game here, but at the end of the day, I'm much more. I've realized that I'm turning more and more towards what discs look like, and affordability, especially with how the economy is. But one thing I like about Second Sight is they only release usually 1 or 2 things a month, which is something that a lot of labels do not do, because they obviously want to put out as much as they can, obviously to make as much as they can. But when it comes to time and commitment to putting that effort into something that will take a long time to get done, The Hitcher is example A of this, one of the best examples. And this 4K is one of the best looking 4Ks I've ever seen. And this is a movie I had watched a long, long time ago on TV, and is something that is kind of a wild discovery for people who haven't seen this movie, because Rutger Hauer is just incredibly, immensely powerful in this movie, and terrifying too. But along with the 15 special features, there are quite a bit of things in here. There is the Blu-ray and the 4K disc itself, that has all those features. It also has this amazing, I think, 200-page book of The Hitcher itself, books and books, but it has all these amazing, essays, and then also just, different people talking about its influence on so many different things. And then also it has art notes, and then it has the screenplay, which the screenplay I actually did read, and the screenplay itself is actually quite different, but also very similar to the film. And this is actually what made this story become so passionate, because the director actually tapped Eric Red, who's the one who wrote the screenplay, to help him out quite a bit on this. And so there's actually a lot of special features, including the guy who wrote the book or the screenplay prior to the movie even coming out, and along with all the people who are involved in this movie. But again, going back to the dedication to Second Sight, it has limited releases. And I think that is an amazing thing to do, and especially in this golden age of media, where I feel like there's 100 things that come out each month that I'm I don't know what to do with, because I don't have that capital. But at the same time, obviously we have the options to choose, but at the same time, a lot of these companies, I think, if they put as much effort as Second Sight does in terms of their extra features, their background knowledge, in terms of tapping into the original camera negative, working with producers, working with the people who are involved in the movie itself, that means so much more to me than me buying 15 new movies, for one thing, because this right here is this is why I love movies. It is something along this line where I can get this one thing and just completely lose myself into this world. And for all the people who are involved in multiple aspects, from the writer to the person who directed it, R.I.P. Rutger Hauer. That's what I'll say at the end. So,
all right, judges, ready? 1, 2, 3, reveal. Ooh, all Second Sight.
Let's go.
So we go into overtime.
Very well spoken, Nathan.
What does it mean?
What does this consist of?
So no, just one person from each team will play another round.
Paper, rock, scissors? No.
No, team decides. Who do you want to play from each team?
Is this best overall again?
Yep, best overall. Got to convince us.
Do you have another poll, Nathan Jones? I know Nate doesn't.
I do. I have more, but I feel like y'all got better stuff.
I do. If you want me to,
I'm gonna let you run, man.
You just crushed that. So
those wings,
our
Nathan.
guy.
Who's going with for us?
It's going to be an interesting one.
It's a wonderful
Perfect.
question.
Can't wait to hear it.
You guys have seen what I got. What do you think?
What do you guys
I mean,
think?
Jordan, I think you should go.
Okay.
All right. There we go. All right. So
Can't wait to sit back and watch this.
I'm
Good luck, guys.
excited. Yeah.
all right. Jordan, you can start
Okay.
us off.
I want to talk about this movie right here. It's a phenomenal movie. Caligula. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
No, this one, this isn't one that you would immediately go to for Umbrella, right? Because Umbrella, you obviously have your standout releases, and I think we really touched upon them. Super Mario Bros, Caligula, Razorback. I mean, I think that's the movies that when people think Second Sight and their big box sets and their most popular ones, that's what their mind automatically goes to. But there is one not a lot of people talked about, and they gave it the treatment I think it really needed, and especially if you're a fan of slasher films, what we've got Intruder. Now, this movie right here definitely represents, again, I think, with Umbrella's kind of MO is preserving film, preserving physical media. Now, there is another release, Synapse has one, but they don't do it like Second Sight. They'll take, like we've talked about before, they'll take a movie that hasn't either had a release in a while or they feel like has a respect it deserves. And they're going to be like, you know what? We are a label for collectors. Okay. Because let's be honest, we're all collectors. So that's who they make them for. That goes with their quote, Region B locked movies are not Region B locked. Their ability to cater to people outside of their own Australian country, they're going to cater to everybody with their reversible artwork inside their cases. Intruder is a perfect example of that. Also, with their very creative way of putting their packages together. Now, yes, this isn't your massive box sets like these other ones are. So this is a very minimal and will fit nicely into your shelf and not take up a lot of space, but still packs a lot of still packs a big punch. You've got a Sam Raimi film. His brother is in this. Excuse me, not Sam Raimi, but Scott Spiegel, who worked with Sam Raimi on Evil Dead 2. It's got an Evil Dead 2-esque vibe to it. You've got it takes place in a convenience store, and a slasher is out to get them. And that's kind of a weak story point. You know, it's like, okay, that's all it is, because you have something like The Hitcher. That's this amazing epic movie. You have Caligula, which is this amazing epic, a little sleazy, but you have this. And what I love about this is they, like I said, give it the treatment it deserves. You've got the coupons right here, right? That you would get at a convenience store. Thank you for stocking with us, right? Let's go ahead and open this up right here. And I didn't mention this earlier. Second Sight, they have their J cards, which is awesome. And I know us as collectors, at least I do, some don't, like to hang on to those J cards because they got, you know, the special features in them and everything. Second Sight, or not Second Sight, Umbrella numbers their stuff. So you know what you're getting there, and you have a place to hold them, right? That they will not get creased or anything. With Second Sights, they wrap around the bottom. And so when you store them, they can easily get damaged because they already naturally have creases and they don't lay flat. Sometimes you don't want them flat, right? This, you store it with the release. So they just fit in there perfectly. Let's go ahead and take this out. As I talked before, they let you know this is what you're getting right here down at the bottom. And this is a small release as well. So that's one thing I love about Umbrella. Collector, they have the collectors in their mind. So that just slides perfectly right in there. Okay. I mean, come on. The artwork on this is phenomenal. You got half off right there. Best meat in town. Tons of puns all over this. There it is. You're getting posters with this. And I talked about earlier, there's your Australian rating system. Well, you know, some people don't like that. And so they have you in mind. Go ahead and flip it, and not to worry. you're covered right there. Also, what's amazing about this is the booklets, right? And I always preach, read your booklets. And that's Second Sight's great at that, or keep saying Umbrella's great at that, just because it gives you appreciation of the film. The stuff they put in there is phenomenal. I mean, you've got other let's see if I can get there. Other posters from around the world that they did, different concept art, all that stuff. But I think the kicker for this is you get the Gore Zone magazine. Now, Gore Zone was like a sister label of Fangoria. It didn't last that long, but you get a complete replica, even down to the little cutouts that you would send in for your information. Okay. And in here, they even have like the different ads that you would get. Look at that. Isn't that cool? So you're not going to get that with Second Sight at all. All that stuff. That's what I think makes Umbrella special, is they always have the collector's best interest in mind. Now, if you want something even slimmer and you don't want a hard box set that'll fit on your shelf and you want to save a little bit of money, get this right here. You're still getting all the amazing stuff that comes with it. If you really want bare bones and you don't even like slip covers, because I know there's some collectors that don't like slip covers, they sell just this. Like I said, they are a label for the collector, and that's what they're known for. So that's one of the reasons why I absolutely love Umbrella, is because they try to encapsulate everybody's collection taste in each of their releases.
All right, Nathan Jones.
Buy it now.
And use Steelbook
excellent.
15 to get 15%.
Excellent. Yeah,
off.
use Steelbook 15. Not on the Second Sight, but for these Umbrella titles. So you bring up collector, which I think is a fair point to a lot of us, but I'm going to come at this from the movie lover perspective. Like I love the movies themselves, not so much. I mean, obviously with, I mentioned earlier with Second Sight putting out only a few releases each month. I think that is a huge positive, because a lot of the times they will put out something that is, collectible and something that is really pretty to put on the shelf. However, a lot like Jake, and also like Nate has some standard releases from Second Sight. These are available. But the route I'm going to go here is a movie that actually was not put out on Blu-ray at all. And this is the only available edition of it, but it still exists and you can buy it in a standard edition. But it also is just a really good encapsulation of kind of the types of movies that Second Sight will support, and also just put their love and attention to. And I'm talking about Lake Mungo. This is one of, sorry to bring this up to KB because I know he doesn't love found footage films, but this is kind of not necessarily a found footage. It's more like a documentary, if anything, with some found footage stuff going on in the background. But this is one of the scariest, kind of one of those movies that you would come across, because this movie is about a girl who disappears and just doesn't. The family is being documented as they're trying to unravel this mystery of what happened to her. But this is an amazing release, just in general, because of the beautiful artwork that it comes with, as always. And speaking of, that, I guess that ugly like label that has like 15 or something, you can just have this. You don't need the label. Yeah, the label's there, but it doesn't really matter. I don't look at that. I look at the artwork here. But regardless, you have the film itself, you have some art cards, some original art cards, and a booklet right here. This is one of the original kind of when they were really kind of stepping into the Blu-ray and 4K market. This is one of I think maybe the middle years for them to put out something like this. So it's not necessarily anything, in terms of enticing, in terms of like what you could do as a collector, but as somebody who can just get this disc itself and have this on physical media, because I believe this was only available like on YouTube or like streaming. I think that's how I watched it initially, was watching it like on some kind of bootleg on YouTube. But the fact that you know, they were able to put something out like this and also just get the filmmakers involved. Again, talking about the filmmakers for what Second Sight does is they really tap into talking to the people who made the film, and they try to get as many special features as possible, especially new ones, as they're looking back at the creation of this movie and the people who are involved with it. So there's quite a bit of special features with new commentaries and just new Q&As with different people and just the ideas of how this came about. And there's also this really cool, one of my favorite special features ever is Kindred Spirits filmmakers Justin Benson and Aaron Moorhead on Lake Mungo, who are two of my favorite kind of modern sci-fi horror writers, if anyone's not seen any of their types of works. But it's really cool seeing other filmmakers talk about like something along the lines of this, kind of giving attention to detail to films that will expand on their own worlds, themselves and their own visions. And so this is just really cool to have in my collection just in general, but also just a really good amalgamation of what Second Sight does, right? Again, it's minimal releases. It's about a movie that will completely haunt you and is just one of those things. It's a hidden gem that I think a lot of people need to discover. Again, kind of going back to, A Bittersweet Life that Nate pulled, something along those lines, or like something like Chopper or Monster. I mean, obviously we have a lot of different films from Umbrella. There's a lot of underground hidden gems there too. Second Sight maybe has more mainstream, or at least mainstream at the time that they came out type of releases, but they were forgotten and they were put away and put on the shelf. So that's a strength for both. Honestly, I'm just going to say for both sides of Umbrella and in Second Sight is they really do give a shit about, the movie collector / person who loves movies in general and giving new life to these different films. So I'm going to put it on a bow here for both of our teams here, because these are both incredible, boutique labels.
All right, great job, teams. Judges, we ready here? 1, 2, 3, reveal. Ooh, Second Sight takes it right there.
Ooh. By the way, that movie, I kid you not, just you talking about it, I got the chills because I don't get scared that much. That movie scared the crap out of me.
That's a haunting.
It's so chilling.
Yes.
It gives you goosebumps. It's gross. I love it. It's
I
good.
think I just recently heard that someone else is bringing out like
4K.
maybe even the US.
Umbrella.
Is it a 4K?
Yeah, there's a 4K.
It's Umbrella.
It's an Australian movie.
Yeah, it's Australian.
So
yeah,
Umbrella's gonna do
Maybe
the
in
works.
the Boutique Battle Bash 2, Umbrella can play Lake Mungo and get a point for it.
Yeah, we'll bring back the fourth Terrifier, and we'll bring the next LLC movie. And
Should be a great time.
We won't have digipacks.
I just have one question for the Second Sight team. No one wanted to break out Drive for like an instant home
real.
I thought somebody.
I was shocked. I don't know why you guys didn't grab
I
that.
thought somebody else was going to get Drive.
I didn't want to bring back things I did before. That's
Oh,
You're
okay.
kind of
I
cool
don't
with
have
that.
that version anymore. I sold it.
Really?
It's too big. Yeah, I'm
Or the
space
Witch.
conscious, so I
Oh,
couldn't.
the Witch.
yeah, that's
Still my
Witch,
favorite
man, I
to
had to
this
pull
day.
that so
There's so
quick.
many good Second Sights to pull. I know.
Hey,
still
you
I
went
will
with the
say
hate
though.
drive,
I will say though, Second Sight is
Second
they're,
Sight and
they're next
Umbrella.
level. They're
Quality.
Second Sight and
Like-
Umbrella are two of my three favorite boutiques.
Y'all lucky I didn't
Picnic at
pull out
Hanging Rock.
weird. Y'all super lucky I didn't pull this out.
Did you get the shirt
It's-
too, Jody?
Hell yes, I did. I almost wore it tonight.
It's
The only
Masters of the
other
Universe
three I had
Umbrella?
were Green
is.
Room, You're Next, and High Tension.
like if
But-
I was playing, dude, you got to pull that,
Oh my god, yeah, I love
Yeah.
that movie.
dude. Beautiful.
Umbrella team right here. Mike, pull this up.
Oh yeah, let's see
Great
that.
box set.
Oh yeah,
Great box set.
Yeah.
These
Lee
films
Chang
are
Peppermint Candy
fantastic.
and
Absolutely
Peppermint
fantastic.
Candy.
Yes.
I was talking about South Korean cinema, but Oasis, Poetry, and Peppermint Candy.
Mm-hmm.
Again, if you can deal with subtitles, these films
Also
will
this.
Check
they
them
will
out.
change your perspective on what it means to watch a movie. Lee Chang-dong is one of my favorite directors of all time. He's absolutely fantastic. And what pissed me off is after this came out, Vinegar Syndrome put out another one from
That's
Lee
the fourth
Chang-dong that
movie.
had 4 of his films.
Yeah.
Well, are you anybody going to pick up that Haneke? Is that how you say his name?
Yeah.
Set?
That thing's a
Haneke.
monster, man.
Dude,
Yeah.
I have that pre-ordered. Man, cannot
I've been
wait.
talking with them. They
What,
added
what
an
did
extra
you pay
film
for
to
it,
it.
Jordan?
Like that release
Yeah, I
is
saw that. They're just missing the newest funny games
Yeah.
or whatever
Yeah.
it's called. Yeah.
the remake.
What did you pay for it, Jordan?
Too much money. It's been a lot of money. It was like 240, but you think it comes with like 16 films,
Yeah.
a canvas poster, a crazy amount of stuff in it.
I'm
And that
talking
Funny
with people.
Games title is.
I'm
on
just
the
gonna
front.
say,
It's just
Super
awesome.
Sub does it again. You're welcome. Second sight. I mean, I didn't really do it, Jake. You I had to tag you in, but hey, y'all are moving on.
All
and
you-
you'll be,
no.
I won't be here next time.
You're
You
lucky
guys are
rabbit
moving
foot, Nate.
There's some of those rounds were really close for me.
Mhm.
Yeah. Jake, what were you saying?
I've been talking with people that are working on that Haneke release, and they are still making special features for it. They're trying to cram that sucker as full as possible before it actually gets released.
I just hope they get that remake because I mean, then it's complete.
They can't.
You got
And
everything.
They just
Is it
they just
rights
added
issues?
another movie to it, didn't they?
They
Like
added a
last week or
15th
something?
movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. They are trying their damnedest. They're working overtime to make sure that release is as beefy as possible. And it's already beefy. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be an amazing release.
Good job, everyone, though. For real.
Yep, good job.
Yeah.
So,
Good job, guys.
congratulations. How did Second Sight not win every round? Big on price, big on packaging, big on attitude. Who knows? But congratulations, you get the trophy. So yay! Advance to the semifinals to go against Arrow. So that's going to be pretty
We're
exciting.
talking about replacement discs.
Second Sight still got it.
We're gonna beat them if we're talking about replacement discs.
Right?
All right, so let's go around real quick. You guys can let the audience know where to find you if you got anything upcoming. So let's start with the judges. KB, what do you got going on?
Man, I've been sick, so I just want to just start getting some content back out there. Also, my new podcast. So I've been putting out a couple episodes. I'm also going to have a couple of past conversations that we did on YouTube, kind of like a best of. I'm going to sprinkle that in starting Wednesday with the Perf Damage couple. I had them on a couple months ago. So if you missed that and you just want to hear the audio, check out the podcast. Should be up on Wednesday.
All right, Vin.
Yeah, just Hard Copy Blues on Instagram and YouTube, and that's it. Yeah.
All right, Umbrella Team, Jody.
Stills Raising 4Ks, mainly on Instagram, where I announce upcoming stuff, host group buys for premium labels. Also got the same handle on TikTok and YouTube. Looking forward to doing more YouTube here in the next few weeks. So look out for some new content there. That's going to be exciting.
All right, Jordan.
Yeah. Over on YouTube, the Movie Den. Just cranking out stuff when I can. Been starting doing this weekly live called Sunday Scaries. Sometimes it gets pushed to Monday as Monday Scaries, but it's just a bunch of guys hanging out, talking physical media and scary movies. It's a lot of fun, and on the road to 1,000 subs. So trying to get there here pretty soon. And I've got a big giveaway once we hit that. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be pretty sweet. But yeah, Instagram, YouTube, and I wasn't on Twitter, but I'm dipping my toe into Twitter with my stuff. So you can check me out there as well.
You're the only one that hasn't been on the conversation, so we need to talk.
And Frank.
You are.
Over at Frank's Media and Reviews. Yeah, this has been a blast as always. And, physical media, talking about physical media and horror genre and all that type of stuff. Do live streams. I haven't done a live stream in a little while, so I actually will do one next Tuesday. But yeah, guys, again, this has been fun. So thank you.
All right, and our champions, Jake. What do you got going on?
Steelbook Obsessed on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. I am in week number 4 out of 20 giveaway weeks of Steelbooks to celebrate Steelbook's 20th anniversary. This week I'm giving away the 4K Steelbooks of Fade to Black and Bob Marley One Love. And every Saturday I will give away a new one. So stay tuned and enter.
Nathan Jones.
Well, my name is Nathan Jones, and I have the Film Journeys with Nathan Jones YouTube channel, where I kind of cover weekly, kind of a journey, got the things that I pick up and things I watch for the week. But also, I've had several of you guys on as well on my channel. Actually, there's going to be a little sneak peek with Jake coming up here soon with one of my film journeys coming up. That we recorded, so that'll be coming up very shortly. And yeah, I just love talking about physical media and just consuming media in general, because I mean, you can see behind me I got vinyls, I got records and comics, and you know, I love literally all physical media types of things, but movies primarily is my bread and butter. But yeah, you can follow me there.
I drop a bomb at the end of that episode to where like I finally get a check mark one of the things I wanted to do forever, and
that's right.
I still can't say anything about it, but I'm very excited. If you want to go and listen to his episode,
yeah, go check.
We're gonna have to talk about vinyl. I'm just getting into vinyl, so we'll have to talk about it. It's getting dangerous.
Yeah.
There's a dangerous thing. You can't
Dude,
see it, but there's hundreds down there.
Mm-hmm.
So
heck yeah,
on top of the Blu-rays that are thousands, of course, like all of us.
Yeah.
All right, and Nate.
Yeah, Mike, thanks for asking me to come on again. Judges, fantastic job. Other team, fantastic job. My team, fantastic job. You can find me on Instagram, Nateflix Reviews. YouTube, Geeks and Flicks. We're going strictly live streaming starting next month, every single Sunday. We're going back to weekly live streams, which we stopped doing for a while. This coming Sunday, we're doing a ranking of all the Ocean's 11 films. So that would be the original, and then the Soderbergh movies, and then Ocean's 8, and we're going to do that. And, I'm going to plug someone else's channel real quick, because we've been doing a series, my buddy Harrison over at Really Old Movies. We've been going through the Frank Capra box set, and, those are movies that a lot of people have never even seen. I've never seen most of them. So go check out those. We doing every month we do a live stream where we rank 5 of them. We're doing them in groups of 5. So the next one will be next month in May. But catch up on the other ones. They're a lot of fun. That guy knows his old movies, and I'm having a good time watching them. So check them out too.
Love Harrison.
Yeah, he's great.
And everybody's YouTube channel links are in the description below, so definitely go show them some love. And don't just click subscribe, actually watch their content. That's very important. Click on a video and enjoy. You guys know me, of course. We got more boutique battles. We're getting through the playoffs here and then the semifinals. I do need to find somebody for a Scream Factory team. So if anybody out there wants to join Scream Factory team, please let me know. Hit me up on Instagram. And we'll definitely get you on that next stream.
6 Man of the Year, baby. Let me know what the date is.
Absolutely, right? And yeah, if you want to save some money collecting out there, Amazon deal video dropped today. There was actually a lot of good deals on not just 4Ks. I know there's the 3 for 33 going on, but they also had a lot of good Blu-ray deals as well. So definitely check out that video if you want to save some money on your collecting journey. But other than that, just have a great night, everyone.
No man forget.
Yeah, have a good one, everyone.
Y'all too.
Hell yeah.
Later.